misconceptions. We've got truth in our possession. No room for doubt, no time to waste. It's time to put flat earth in its place.
Transition took longer than I thought it would. Welcome everybody to Tuesday night. I'm your host MCToon. I hope you're ready. Oh, I got a bunch of stuff for you tonight. First off, it's Rubik's is in the chat. Got some what is it specific? I forgot the name of it. Some stuff, a procedure coming up. Is it tomorrow, right? Anyway, I hope it's all good for you. And been talking with her recently. Little bit on some future plans, gonna be cool. So yeah, in the morning. All right, well, I hope it goes well. I know it can be concerning, those kinds of things. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. The flat earthers are running scared. They're so scared. Oh my gosh, they are just dying. So if you don't know, we went to Antarctica. We saw the 24-hour circling sun. We brought 4 flat earthers with us. And there are not 4 flat earthers anymore of that crew. There are less than 4 that are currently flat earthers. And of course, most of you know Jaron. He has escaped the flat earth cult and he is crushing it. So, so we went there, we did a whole bunch of experiments. I wrote down 16 different experiments that we did when we were there. 2 of them we could not do because of clouds and just circumstances, whatever. But 14 I did participate in and worked on with. And Will Duffy has done a series of videos where he did identified 12 of them that he wanted to highlight. And so he has issued, as part of the final experiments, plural, an open invitation to any flat earther to come debate him on Saturday. And you may have heard flat earthers make false accusations about people doing things with other people who aren't old enough to vote, if you know what I mean. They like to accuse other people of doing that. Flat earthers like to pretend, I think it's pretend, that they care about that particular topic. I think it's all pretend, though, because Will Duffy has offered to pay an organization, a charity that goes and finds people that are being trapped by this, that are being trafficked, and gets them out of it, called Exodus Road. It's a charity that specifically does that. And Will has said he will donate $250 for every flat earther that comes to debate him on Saturday. And of the 24 participants that were initially invited to go to Antarctica, he has invited those 24 specifically to join in the debate, and he will donate $500. That means that if every one of them shows up, that's $12,000 that Will Duffy will be forced to donate to this charity. Now, some people have said, I don't believe him. Well, he will be recording himself handing the check to the guy that is in charge of it, because they are in the same state as Will where he lives. So, of course, you can say that you don't believe it. But Will has said that he will get video of himself donating that, personally delivering that check. So go ahead, test him on that, flatties. If you think that he's not going to do it, test him. Humiliate him if you think he's not going to. But no, that's just an excuse because you're scared. And a bunch of flat earthers have said that they won't be. And I'm going to be going over a few of those things. I asked Will for some examples. He sent me some examples of people that have said that they will not be having the courage to face him in this live debate on specifically on the topics of the experiments that we did on the trip. Now, I want to show you right here. I have a list here of the cowards live debate defense mechanisms right here. So we'll see if we get all of these here in the between now and Saturday as excuses for why they're running scared. So blocking, of course, is one of them. And the first one I'm going to show you is blocking. The most cowardly way to defend against someone hurting you in the fields is to block them. This tells everyone that you are a total coward. There is no debate. Well, that would be easy then. Just go ahead and show the evidence. Someone else already demolished the challenger. Of course, that's never happened. No flat earther has ever presented evidence for flat earth or actually had, good evidence against the globe. It's always been their misunderstanding. They may sometimes demand a concession. I don't know if we'll get that because it's not so much of an interactive one. Saying you're a shill, this will happen. Pay me, this will happen. We are already debating via comments. This is what you get on Facebook all the time. People like, let's debate. Like, okay, let's do it on this day. No, we're doing the comments. Like, the problem with comments is you can just run away. You can just change the topic and not get held with your feet to the fire in front of hundreds of people, right? It's just a little comment thread. Challenge somebody else that already said they won't debate the topic, just like Eric Debate demanding that Neil deGrasse Tyson debate when Neil deGrasse Tyson has said he doesn't debate. So the fact that Eric Debate has issued a challenge to Neil deGrasse Tyson to debate tells us all that Eric Dubay is willing to debate. So Eric Dubay, if you care about stopping human trafficking, you will definitely show up on Saturday to debate. And if you don't care about stopping human trafficking and you know that you can't defend flat earth, then I suppose you won't show up. You will act. You will tell us with your actions how you feel. Demand, these may not apply here. Demand to debate in person at your location. I do this on Facebook all the time. I'm like, okay, let's go. The do it now, like people have lives. It's a way to get out of it because people have lives. And then a sudden disinterest in debating. Well, after talking about debating, you now discover that you can't be bothered to debate. It's not worth my time. Yet just a little bit ago, you were super interested in debates, maybe even admonishing people that weren't accepting debates. Yeah, coward move. So Tommy Gronwald, love him, for 50 Nokias, says, I need to correct you for claiming credits. You said you asked soundly to turn the camera. Oh, let me see here. Hold on.
I wonder what that is. I don't know.
All right, hold on. I'll get this queued up. I'll play it here.
I wonder what that is out on the lake.
Tommy Gronwald says you should turn one camera upside down because so many believes the lens has built-in distortions to show curvature.
Oh, it is?
Okay, so this is for Tommy. Tommy has asked me to turn a camera upside down. So I'm going to do that with the P1000. Okay, let's see if I can do this without making everybody seasick at home.
Why would that,
It's just to prove that I actually am doing this live, essentially.
Oh.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is much easier to do with my telescope, promise you. Oh, this is horrible. I can't control it. I can't control it right now. I have no idea what I'm doing. There it goes. think everybody might agree that that's upside down. I'm looking at the wrong screen too. That's the problem. This is a delayed because it's in OBS.
All right, this is pretty cool.
Upside down.
Tommy, thanks for finding this. I know. Oh, look at that. I was in the chat. Can you see my chat there? Oh, puking. There it is. So they can't claim the lens. So good. I was sure I asked. Let me see if I...
Terrible camera work, guys. Anyway.
Well, there you go. Tommy asked. Well, if you scroll back, you might see me asking too. Anyway, Tommy, good job. Very nice. You don't know this was the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway there, and this was live. There you go. Look at that. Look at the curve of the earth, people. You can see the curve of the earth.
All right.
I love it. Thank you, Tommy. Always happy to be corrected if I was wrong. Now I have a link there. You need to subscribe to Peter Markley. He's got 989 subscribers. He just needs 11 more. You could be one of the 11. One of the 11. All right. Beat Permits Tad says, when I told my friend Jaron escaped the flat earth, he replied, "Oh no, I hope he didn't go all the way out of the atmosphere." All right, let me go back to this. Tim Davidson says, speaking of trafficking, Trump and Epstein walk into an orphanage. Notice the punchline removed for legal reasons. Ouch. And Icy Spin says, thanks, Tommy. Upside down. Thank you for that. Okay, so gone over some of the different things that flat earthers like to use as excuses to escape debating flat earth. So here we will start with this one here, a post by Joe Hanvey. Joe Hanvey, you may know of as the guy that puts a giant Tupperware bowl with a half reflecting mirror up on the top of it over the flat earth and claims that explains everything. Of course it doesn't. He doesn't put the camera inside. He puts the camera outside where people aren't. He doesn't claim people are outside of the dome. He thinks they're inside the dome. Anyway, and then so then on the back side of the wall, on the opposite side of the dome, you see it doing circles, which isn't what we saw in Antarctica, because we didn't look one direction and then see it doing circles to the south. We looked and it went all the way around us. So it would have had to reflect off of the entire perimeter of the dome, which of course would be ridiculous because we would have also seen the real sun. The real sun and the reflection of the sun. We would have seen both of them. We did not see both of them. So anyway, this is Joe Hanvey's post from just 23 hours ago. And you'll see here's the comments. You see the comments there? You see Cody Campbell, Flat Earth. He's trying to get people together for a meetup of idiots. And even Nathan Thompson, the idiot, is in there. Anyway, so there you go. All those comments. See that? All that. You know what's missing though? Well, before that, here's a more recent post from Hanvey. Most people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear their opinion coming out of your mouth. Very, very interesting, considering that this comment right here from Dave Aerosmith was posted on that one with the lion there. Are you going to participate in the final debate? Let's go back and see if it's there. No, it's not. No, it's not. How very ironic that he would post this here saying most people don't want to hear the truth when he was so scared of hearing the truth that he blocked. Look at that, number one right there, blocking. Joe Hanvey blocked. Joe Hanvey the coward blocked. Dave Aerosmith, when he asked, will you be participating in the final debate? Joe Hanvey, you're a chicken. You're a coward. You don't want to hear the truth. You just want to hear someone else's opinion. Yes, wait. You just want to hear your opinion coming out of someone else's mouth. And if an opinion differs from yours, you block because you're a coward. Mikey got new binoculars. I heard. I'm sure he's just anxiously waiting for that call. All right, let's do that. Oh, you know what? I gotta hold on. It's coming. There it comes.
Time to phone a flip.
All right, let's go. Phoning a flurf. Right, Mikey, come on. Come on, Mikey. Oh, what's going on? It might be past his bedtime.
Hey, it's Mike. Leave it after the beep, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye-bye.
After leaving a message, you can hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Mikey. It's Mike. I heard that you got new binoculars. I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk to you about it. Anyway, call back. Bye. All right. There it is. All right. There you go. So, that was Phone a Flurf. I'm sure he'll call back. All right. Joe Hanvey, coward. Next, we've got, We've got this one here. Karen B did a whole live stream on it. And this was great. Elder Bear, one of the Bev Flurfs. Oh, guess what? Mikey.
You called?
I did. What's up, Mikey?
Not much.
Not much.
Where's my pizza? You buying me pizza?
I heard you got binoculars.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, you betcha. You don't live in Minnesota. Come on.
I don't live where?
You don't live in Minnesota. Yeah, you betcha. That's our thing.
Oh, okay. I'll say I got you then.
Okay. All right. Have you? Everybody wants to know. Have you used the binoculars yet to zoom in on the you know who I'm talking about, the lady who you locked eyes with? Oh yeah.
Gee, I can't find her. I've been looking for a long time.
Oh, those binoculars will help. We need.
Yeah.
What's her name?
That's a good question.
Oh, okay, people. What is her name, people? We need to know. We need to know.
I would call her Rebecca. That's what
Rebecca. Well, I don't know if that's not gonna fly. That probably won't fly. We're gonna get a different name. Peter Markley has 1,000 subscribers, people. Well done, everybody. Thank you. All right. Anyway, let's see. Mikey, looky long time. Roxy, what do you think about Roxy?
Oh, I know Roxy. How do you know that?
How about Flurfany?
Flurfany. No, I know Roxy.
Roxanne. Oh, her name is Candy. Kandee. That's a good one. Or Crystal. All right, Candy. Kandee.
Or Hisi.
What's that?
Michelle.
No, it's Candy. Oh, Twinkerbell. Tim Davis says Twinkerbell. What do you think?
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm liking Candy so far. All right. So you need to get the binoculars and then go trolling for Candy.
Okay.
All right.
But the thing is, the place where she was dancing,
Yeah.
there's no longer dancing there for some reason. I keep going there and nobody's there.
Maybe it has to be on an evening weekend.
Yeah, well, that's when I've been going.
Really? Maybe you got lost.
Saturday. No.
If maybe you didn't use your global positioning system to get there and you got lost.
Oh, could be.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, due to the satellites spinning around the Earth, I don't know how it would lock onto position, but whatever.
That's not how it works. Do you know how GPS works?
Yeah, it's ground-based, yeah.
No, it's not. So I know.
Actually, it is. So I can do the opposite, too. I can say, yes, it is.
Oh, but I can prove that it's not ground based because when I was
you ever heard of the Loran system?
Yeah, it's not Loran. Loran has a significantly larger.
Yeah, well, it's not Loran. I know. See, I know how that works. No.
All right, so in Antarctica, we had a solid GPS signal, no problems at all.
Yeah.
And
how come you never showed anybody your position?
I did. I put it on screen during the live stream. So we had no problem getting a position using GPS. In fact, we used it to identify which direction was south. And we also used it to measure the distance of a length between a line of longitude. But we were able to get a solid signal, and we were in a valley surrounded by mountains. The mountains had no infrastructure on them at all. No footprints, no tracks, no trees, no animals. It's barren. There's nothing there. We had a solid.
Did you have a cell phone tower there near you?
There were no cell phone towers. Our cell phones were completely dead. They had nothing at all.
How did you use them? That's why you didn't film it live. I know.
So we did film it live. We used Starlink.
Yeah, but you didn't film it live. The sunset for the sun for 24 hours. You didn't film it live.
Correct. Good job, Mikey.
Oh yeah, thank you. Good job. I know. Well, good. Thank you. Awesome.
But Mikey, at Local Solar Midnight, I did a live stream. Anyway, so I did, and people watched.
Good. You admitted you didn't film it live. Fantastic. I'm going to write that down.
So here's what we did. We used the GPS.
I don't care about GPS. Let's talk about the freaking binoculars.
And when we used the GPS, I brought a spectrum analyzer and I measured to see if there's any cell phone signals. And there were no cell phone signals at all. Nothing in the 900 megahertz, none of the 1.8 gigahertz.
Send me $100 chocolate bar there, buddy. I'll give you my mailing address.
Okay, so now we've confirmed that there's no cell phone towers because we had no signal and there is nothing transmitting on the cell phone frequencies. But we still had a solid GPS signal, so it can't be ground-based.
That doesn't make it a globe.
But no, we were talking about your claim about it being ground-based, and I just disproved it.
Okay. Yeah, I know you gave me a description. Yay for that. Anyways, so what are you doing tonight? You're talking about stupid Fluffy Duffy, I see.
No, we're talking about Will Duffy.
Yeah, no Fluffy Duffy. That's what I call him.
And the flat earthers that are scared to debate him. So, but you, Mikey, you're not one of the scared to debate.
No, I don't waste my time debating people.
So now, Mikey, are you a fan of human trafficking?
Not a chance, no.
Okay. Would you like to force Will Duffy to donate $250 to stop human trafficking?
I wouldn't donate 2 cents to him.
It's not to Will. It's to stop human trafficking. It's an organization.
Well, he needs to stop doing trafficking then.
He's not doing it. So would you like to force him to donate $250 to stop human trafficking?
Not a chance.
You'd rather just let that money not get donated to human trafficking stoppage.
Well, it could go somewhere else, sure.
Well, but it's not like you could be the one of the people that causes $250 to be donated to this charity, and then that would go to prevent human trafficking. You could be part of that. It costs you nothing.
Yeah, I don't care. No.
You don't care to stop human trafficking. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Thank
There's
you
other ways of doing it, yeah.
thank you for making it clear that you do not care to stop human trafficking.
I do, but not with your Fluffy Duffy. I don't.
It's Will Duffy.
No, Fluffy. It's Fluffy Duffy, actually.
No, it's not. It's
See, it's funny how Globies can give it, but they can't take it. That's the problem.
yeah. But the problem is, Mikey, that he didn't do anything, and to you, and you don't need to be
Oh, but
disrespectful.
that has nothing to do with him personally. It's just everybody who attacks me personally.
Well, then you to call out the people that call out the individuals, Mikey.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the mature way,
best
right? You're almost 50, Mikey. I mean, you could be mature like that at least.
No, I'd prefer to just be myself. I don't need to impress anybody.
All right. Well, tell us about your binoculars.
Well, I will tell you about them in about 20 minutes when I use them. And I can't wait, but they're supposed to be absolutely amazing. So
How do you view through your phone? How do you get pictures? It's through your phone, right?
yeah, hook up the camera to the eyepiece of the binocular. Yeah.
Is there some sort of a mount?
Yep.
Does it come with the binocular? Is it specific to the binocular, specific to the phone? How's that work?
No, I bought it separately from the phone and binoculars, and the binoculars are specifically designed for recording stars and viewing the sky. They do not
Binoculars?
plug up, and they're filled with nitrogen. Yeah.
Wait, binoculars that are specifically designed to view the sky.
Exactly.
What are these binoculars? This is amazing.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
What's the model so we can look them up?
What's the model? Hold on a second here. Let me get the box.
First time a flat earth is going to have a model. All right.
Yeah, now the Earth is a box, right? Because I said box.
No,
That's the way you guys
that's
think,
not
I
how it
guess,
works,
right?
Mikey. Doesn't work that way. Is her name Twinkerbell? Her name is Maple Syrup. Too bad Mikey missed her, says Meat Permits Tad. Jay Donahue. Oh, Jay, you're here. Glad you're here. I got something. He says, did you get the mugs I sent you at the post
There's no model
office?
number on the box, but they are Celestron Skymaster Pro ED 20 by 80 binoculars.
20 by 80. There it is. All right.
Yeah.
I'll pull them up here. We got $350 in US. That must have been about 20,000 Canadian dollars, right?
Yeah, it was 600. Yeah.
Wow. All right. So let's see. Light gathering in low light conditions or for astronomical observing. Very nice. Detachable RSR rail for attaching an optical red dot finder scope. Rubber armored for improved ergonomics and protection from everyday use in the field. And waterproof and nitrogen purged for use in all weather conditions. Mikey, I'm super excited for this.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So they do have mirrors in it. Looks like there's 2 mirrors in there. Right. Are you okay with the mirrors that are in there?
I guess so.
All right. I just want to make sure because I had thought that you maybe had an issue with mirrors in telescopes.
Yeah, those aren't the ones. Those aren't the ones you're looking at.
All right.
Yeah, you got to find the the Pro ED.
Pro ED. Yep.
Yeah,
That's okay. Pro ED.
mm-hmm.
Oh, Horo. Or hold on. But they're 20 by 80.
Yeah, that's the Pro. You need the Pro ED.
Oh, $450. Uh-huh.
Yes, those ones. Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Well, they still have mirrors in it.
Yeah, good for that.
All right. I just want to make sure you know.
Yeah, I'm aware of what they got.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Does this have? Let's see. An upgrade with ED objective lens for superior images virtually free of chromatic aberration. Mikey, that's good news for you.
Yeah. Good news for you too. You know what it was.
Large 80 millimeter objective lens offers excellent light gathering ability, perfect for astronomy. And then, so there's a 1.25 inch astronomical eyepiece filter to bring out details and reduce effects of light pollution. So how do you mount it? Is there like something that mounts on the
Yeah, on the tripod.
No, not on the tripod. I mean like on the eyepiece, so that the camera, the phone.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's pretty crazy. I cell phone mount, yeah.
Like, do you put it on the actual eyepiece?
Yes, it kind of like squeezes the eyepiece, and then you mount your cell phone to the mount. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited, Mikey.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I wouldn't be if I were you.
All right. Now, next question, Mikey. Everybody needs to know. How's the lawsuit?
Oh, I got my lawyer's appointment tomorrow. Just confirming a couple of things I need to change on my papers, and what else next? And then I send them in, and then they confirm everything's good, and then they send me the link to pay for the fees or whatever I need to pay for.
Okay.
So
That's
hopefully within a few weeks or months, yeah.
Then what? What happens after you pay the fees? Like,
well, then I guess they talk to the space agency, I guess, or figure something out. I don't know what happens. I'll have to ask, I guess.
oh, okay. So, all right. Have you still been working on your presentation and stuff? Are you going to do a PowerPoint presentation?
Yeah, I'm brainstorming,
Yeah?
I'm brainstorming. If we go to trial, that's if, you know.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope so. I'm going to get up there.
Up
I'm gonna
into the clouds or where?
I will drive myself up to Canada, and I will.
We don't live in the clouds. We live north of you.
Yeah, well, it's common parlance. It's just, yeah. North
Yeah,
isn't actually up.
So what does upstate mean then?
Yeah,
That you're generally going north, right?
yeah. People generally use up alternately with north, but everybody who does it knows that north is not actually up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you confirm that one, yep.
Yep. All right. Well, Mikey, that's all I got. Oh yeah. The trip to Canada, we have postponed it for now. So
Until January.
oh no, that would not be the time to go to Canada. No. Nope. Anyway, all right. When you find out, when you get the binoculars flying, you let me know.
You'll be the first to know.
I'm anxious. I can't wait.
Maybe the 10th, but you'll be close to 10.
Well, no, I want to be the second. You can be first. I want to be second. All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye, Mikey. Love you.
Yeah. Love you too.
What time is it? It's time to phone a flip.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. I'm glad that he's got the ED version in case he can't get it up. Anyway, people, that was interesting. So yes, I will be addressing Awake Souls thing. He's on the list of ones that we will be looking at. So Back to the topic du jour, which is the flat earthers' response to the final experiment. And somebody in the chat here, YD, let's see, YD, ask if I'm willing to debate Awake Souls. Of course I am. I've already debated him, and it was hilarious. I love his Pac-Man map. Oh, how the sun goes to the one side and goes waka 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 to the other side of the earth. I love it. It's so funny. When I debated him, he just sat there. He's just like, he didn't know what to do. Like, nothing worked. I tested his map and it all sucked. All right. And yeah, all of his flights work. Yeah, flights don't work. I mean, nothing works on a Wake Souls map. It's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, YD said, let me see here. Let me see. Every time you avoid the, I haven't avoided it. I destroyed it years ago, YD. I humiliated them. I absolutely humiliated Awake Souls live. His stupid face just sat there not knowing what to do while I humiliated him by mocking the piss out of his stupid map. All right, but that wasn't the comment that you were that I had seen earlier. Let's see. I don't know. Something about a false dichotomy. There it is. This is a false dichotomy with this BS human trafficking. Are you as sick as Will? The debate is about flat versus glurf. So apparently you're unfamiliar with how donation drives work. Maybe you never frequent anything where donations are done. I suppose that could be the case. You know, for example, you'll find some large donor will say, you know what, for the next 2 hours, I will match every single donation that comes into the something charity drive that's happening, right? I'll match that. And so then everybody that calls in and donates for that amount of time, it gets doubled. That's the type of thing here, right? But it's even easier than that. The flat earthers don't have to donate any money. And still money gets donated. It's amazing. It's amazing. They do $0 worth of investment and real money gets sent in. It's awesome. And so the fact that they are unwilling to do it speaks loudly. All you need to do, YD, if you care about human trafficking, is call in to the show and present evidence for Flat Earth on one of the 12 experiments that Will has highlighted during the trip to Antarctica. But the fact that some people won't, and maybe YD will, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I am assuming that YD will be calling in because YD stands against human trafficking and is confident that he can support Flat Earth with evidence, right? No, of course not, YD. You can't. You can't. That's why it's so humiliating for you. Will Duffy is humiliating Flat Earthers. And you don't like it. I get that. Icy Spin says, Mikey got new binoculars, phone a flurf. Mr. Toffees says, damn, almost 2 years. With a member super chat for 23 months. That is almost 2 years. Very nice. Icy Spin says, been to Antarctica. Priceless addition to resume. Good idea. Yeah, I should totally add that. Mr. E-Man sent 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Mr. E-Man. Back to Icy Spin. If I could, I would, this is all I would do. This is it. I would, all that other work stuff, that takes away from crushing Flat Earth and doing science education. So if I had a chance, I would definitely do this full time. Just hasn't worked out as of yet. Maybe someday. Calder says for a 12-month super chat says, woohoo, one trip around the sun. Very nice. Kango44 says Awake Souls is a massive prick. Yes, everybody knows that. We live in a simulation, so any stuff I make up works. Durr. And that's it. That's exactly it. I hope that's tab in your mason jar. That is coffee. You can tell I'm sophisticated while I drink coffee from a mason jar because of my pinky. So sophisticated. All right. Has Whitey scampered off? I haven't seen any comments from Whitey for a while. Man. Yep. All right. Back to the some of this stuff here. I think I had Karen B up. So I was talking about Karen B. Did I even? I didn't even. You know what? I didn't even do that. But hold on a second. We gotta have a little break here. Gotta play some Flappy Win. Who wants to play some Flappy Win? I do. I want to play some Flappy Win. Here you go. If you can't tell, that's Arwen. All right, this is Flappy Bird's Arwen style. Look at that. Does anybody want the link to this? I'll give you the link after the oh, I should have done that one. There we go. You got it. Oh no. All right. How many croissants? I got 4 croissants, 2 fries, 1 job. Oh, you got to avoid the jobs. 2 samosas, 1 poop, and 12 pipes. There it is. Who wants that? All right, here we go. Oop, that's not it. That's not it. Here it is. Flappy Win for everybody. Flappy Win. Thank you. I'll pin that. I'll pin that. Pinning. Where'd it go? Replace pinned message. There it is. Okay. So there you go. You can play Flappy Win all by yourself all day long. All right, here's Karen B. Elder Bear is a Bev style flat earther that likes to basically Bev and all of his followers like to make everybody hate them. And they succeed. Everybody hates Bev, flatties and normals alike. And Elder Bear also gets that, really has honed in on that skill of everybody hating him. I didn't make that game, Icy Spins, but yes, one constructive criticism for that game: instead of pipes, it should be medieval archway stones. Oh, Flappy Flurp sounds better. I like that. Okay, so Elder Bear says Duffy holds the cards. He is wrecking Flat Earth. He has a documentary. Don't forget. And Duffy is counting on you not turning up. Whatever way, turn up or not, you lose. And that's the beautiful thing of all of this, Flatties. That is the beautiful thing. No matter what, you lose. Flatties. No matter what, you lose. If you don't show up, you are not forcing Will Duffy to donate $250 to stop human trafficking, thereby speaking with your actions that you support it. Karen B is one of the 24. She showing up would force Will Duffy to donate $500 to stop human trafficking. So, oh, by the way, yeah, two of the flat earthers have been replaced of the original 24. Jaren, who is no longer a flatty, and somebody else. I forgot who else. Maybe it's ODD because ODD is in prison, but he may be out of prison. There's a rumor that he might be out. Anyway, there's oh, Rusted Soul. He's so funny. I kind of like Rusted Soul. She's all right. Anyway, so Karen B, did I put this up? Yeah. Anyway, Karen B, yeah, she did a live stream where she cried, and had a little fit, and then cried some more, and then whined, and then read a derpy book by Lady Blunt that said that there are two vortices in the sky, one in the north and one in the south. How can there be? How can there be two vortices in the sky, one in the north and one in the south, on flat Earth? A vortice has a center. Where is the center of this vortex? In the south. When you're in South America, you look due south, you see the center of the vortex, as they want to call it. When you are in South Africa and you look due south, you see the center of the vortex. When you're in Australia, you look due south, you see the center of the vortex. On flat Earth, that doesn't work. You can't have all three people looking due south and seeing the same vortex. That doesn't make any sense at all. All right. So there's Karen B. Now, this one here is very good. This is a tough one for the guy. Dean Odle. Dean Odle had a bit of a rant on Facebook, and he's like, Will Duffy doesn't get to decide what the final anything is. Wait a second. Will didn't. You did. You see there down at the bottom? So this is Dean's comment. Right? There's his post. Here's another screenshot of it. Will doesn't get to decide what the final anything is. But Dean Odle, you decided what was final. Let me quote Dean Odle. Quote, "This would be easy to prove. All we have to prove is go to Antarctica, spend a week there in the summer, and let's see if the sun does a 360-degree circle all the way around us. If so, it's a ball." I completely agree, Dean Odle. And you know what I did? I went to Antarctica, and it did a 360-degree circle all the way around us. If so, it's a ball. Therefore, it's a ball. Dean, it's a ball, according to Dean. How final is that? That's completely final. Completely final, Dean. Your words. Now, you might notice this comment here. Now, if you go to Dean Odle's page, you will not see this comment. Because what did Dean Odle do? What did Dean Odle do? He did number one. He blocked Will. Will quoted Dean. Dean blocked Will. Wow. Amazing, Dean. Such a brave person, Dean. Now, it gets a little worse than that. Because I posted here, right there at the bottom, is that Dean played a video of a person walking across a football field and claimed the field was flat. The problem is that it's provably not flat. He lied. When I challenged him, he doubled down on the lie. I went to the field and verified myself that the field is curved. When challenged on this, Dean hides behind, "I'm an elder." The problem is that elders are held to a higher standard, not a lower standard, right? I'm using his standard, the Bible, right? Dean speaks Satan's language, using the Bible there. When he lies, he serves Satan's. He is lying about the shape of the earth. Hey, Dean, block me to admit you serve Satan. Guess what Dean did? Dean Odle blocked me. His own standard. Dean Odle admitted that he serves Satan. Let me say that again. I challenged Dean Odle to that if he serves Satan, that he should block me on Facebook. And then he blocked me. Therefore, Dean Odle serves Satan. He admitted it. Wow. Everybody going to his church. Tough news. Tough news for you guys. Anyway. Let's keep going here. We've got Awake Souls there says, who else says the earth is a stereographic biblical virtual reality? Well, nobody does. But down at the bottom, look at that Jake the Awake. He used to use a different word that started with A. It was much more descriptive, much more correctly descriptive of him. Anyway, says this will be a giant shill show and it will be a flop. Anyone who watches and or participates in this show is wasting their time. Well, Awake Souls is going to be there, Jake. So will Southern Israelite. An email from Southern Israelite, who we haven't heard from for years. I watched a video of him last week, and now he pops his head up. My name is Drake, the Southern Israelite. I'm the author of the Flat Earth Encyclopedia, a 600-plus page book that exhausts every issue in the Flat Earth debate. No, it doesn't. It doesn't explain how the sun sets. It doesn't explain how there's a 24-hour sun. It doesn't explain how there's a measured curve on the surface of the earth. Anyway, I've been out of this issue for years, working to provide for my family, but some students of mine have asked me to join your final debate panel, and this email informs you I am willing. Well, Jake the Awake, make sure you let Southern Israelite know that he's a shill. Oh my gosh. And let me just remind you one more time. Yes. Joe Hanvey blocked. Joe Hanvey's a coward. All right. Here we go. We've got Awake Souls again. Will isn't debating truth. He's defending a spaceball religion. Notice how the SBVR virtual reality model is banned from his stage. That's fear, not science. It's not banned from his stage. All you need to do, Awake Souls, is join the live stream on Saturday. Couple things happen. When you debate, then $250 will then be sent to Stop Human Trafficking. Number one. Number two, Jake will call you a shill. Number three, you will fail to present evidence showing how any of the 12 experiments that we did that Will has highlighted matches your derpy, stupid Pac-Man model. That's what's going to happen. Those three things. And then number four, everybody will laugh at you. There it is. Joining a live stream sounds simple enough, but is it? To a flat earther, that's the black magic. Clicking the link and then the icon on the screen that says, you know, turn on your camera, that's a tough one for the flatties. That's a tough one. All right. So we've got, man, the fallout has been amazing. Here we've got Shame Saint Plagiaire commenting, giving Will Duffy more attention is like pouring gasoline on a trash fire. Pointless and just makes the stink worse. Better to stomp it out and move on. Well, you certainly could stomp it out by joining and then presenting evidence for Flat Earth, which you won't do because you know you don't have any. In my opinion, nothing could be gained from attending his dog and pony show. Well, what could be gained is money would be donated to Stop Human Trafficking. But Shame Saint Plagiaire doesn't think that is a gain. He thinks it doesn't gain anybody to donate money to Stop Human Trafficking. Whenever anyone brought up valid points that were not directly related to the sun observation, he just hand waved them away and said he had no knowledge of X, but would then just point back to the sun. Oh no, it's not just the sun. We measured the surface. You should have watched some of the different videos that he did where he highlighted the different experiments we did. You totally should have. Intending and trying to debate with people who will just ignore each point and hand wave any measurement. You don't have any measurements. Oh, that's silly. And outright dismiss any valid point. You don't have any valid points. Anyway, so there's another one that will not show up and will choose to not force Will Duffy to donate money to stop human trafficking. What was the name of the flirt who lived in Hawaii and claimed volcanoes were fake? That would be Joey Rocha. That's Joey Rocha. Eddie Reese. I don't know why you're not a moderator, Eddie. There you go. Fixed. Anyway, so there's that guy. Let's see, what else we got here? We Dean Odle. Oh my gosh. Is this? Yeah, oh, I already showed that one. I got 2 copies of some of these. There it is. Look at this. Roger Morton says, I saw the video where Dean Odle said 24-hour sun in Antarctica would be the final word. And what does the Satanist Dean Odle say? The Satanist Dean Odle says, I don't believe they saw a 24-hour sun. But if they did, it was a satanic deception in the sky. And how does he know? Well, because Dean Odle is good friends with Satan. They're super close. Dean Odle served Satan. He admitted it. I'm just using his own words. Anyway, what do we've got here? Vika Draziv. If you watched this was a cope session Vika Draziv just did a couple days ago, where he complained and whined and moaned and didn't, basically had every excuse to not show up, to not present evidence for Flat Earth. Now, I debated Vika Draziv. Wow, was he bad? We exchanged the questions we would be asking ahead of time. The topic was the Antikythera mechanism and its ability to predict eclipses. And so I sent as a question ahead of time, how did the Antikythera mechanism predict the path of the eclipse on April 8, 2024? So he knew before the debate, days before the debate, I would be asking for that, how that happened. And what did he do? He said, it does. That was it. It does. It doesn't in reality, but he said it does. So, yes, and Real Cygnus, Vika Draziv in that debate showed his computer's desktop. His computer's desktop is a glamour shot of himself, of course, wearing sunglasses. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Anyway, so Vika Draziv is running scared as well. Vika Draziv seems to be in support of human trafficking. That is what the conclusion must be made. Because if he thinks the Earth is flat, certainly he must have evidence for it. After the final experiments and all of those different experiments that Will highlighted, certainly every single one of them he can easily refute without any effort, right? Because if he thought that he did not have a refutation, he certainly would no longer be a flat earther, would he? No, he would not. So there you go. All right, then you got this clown here. We've got this is one that will be participating. We've got the fake doctor, the lies about everything guy. Stephen Alonzo says, I am planning to participate in the final debate. As we know, it was real. Yep. And didn't prove the Earth would be flat. Not at all. Thinking TFE was fake is not one of the requirements to join. Of course not. So I encourage anyone to participate. Good for you, Stephen. There are 12 final experiments, all of which match the predictions made by, well, not the flat Earth model. So what Stephen Alonzo has done is he has gone over to ChatGPT or some other LLM and asked ChatGPT to manipulate some math to make it look like it might work on flat Earth, but it doesn't actually. So So Karen B. Yeah, all right. Let me get that icy spin. Oh yeah, that is a good one. I like that. I think I know what you're talking about here. Let me. Yep, that's the one. Let's drop it here.
So I don't understand why everybody is freaking out about the sky. Like, some of us have been thinking about this for a while. Some of us started out watching the sun, like me. And I realized very early on that every single sky observation matches the globe. Every single one that I made matches the globe from 10 years ago. So I stopped doing that because it's Earth observations that show you that the Earth is flat. Nothing terrestrially tells us that the Earth is a globe. So why is everybody freaking out about this?
Well, except for all the measurements that we've done, that they do. But thank you, Karen B. Appreciate that. All right, where did Hi, Karen. All right, Dean. I'm closing out these tabs. Getting to, there it is. Steven Alonso. So Steven says he's going to be joining. Of course, he's just going to lie about stuff because that's what he does. That's what he does. All right, did I get through all of them? There we go. All right, there's one more that Will sent me. This is nuts. Dick Wayne wants to join. Dick is complaining that I'm blocking him. I'm not blocking you, Dick Wayne. Somebody else might be blocking you, but tell you what, I'll do much better than that. I will way do better than that, Dean. Dean. I will give you the best. You get to jump not just to the front of the line, Dick Wayne. Not just to the front of the line. You get you get the big screen. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do for you, right? I will. Now his email says, "Why so scared?" So I will show you. I am not scared of you, Dick Wayne. You show up, and I will make myself small, and I will make you big. You will be right down here. It's all mirrored. You'll be here. I'm not scared of you, Dick Wayne. You have the link. If you are scared of me, then you will not show up, Dick Wayne. That's how we know who's scared, right? You have the link. I will even do this. I will turn off the waiting room. You can join. You can start talking. I will hear you. The audience will hear you. And then we will see that you are not scared of me. And already everybody knows I am not scared of you because I just sent the link to you. So, all right. There you go. Dick Wayne, it's going to be great, Dick Wayne. Going to be great. Unless maybe Dick Wayne has one of these. Maybe maybe one of these is what's going through his head. He's desperately searching for an excuse for why not, right? He's like, "Oh, I'm going to be right." What is it? What will be your scared thing? You're going to run through that wall. You're going to make a Dick Wayne shaped hole in that wall as you run away, isn't it? It's going to be limp. It won't be this shape. It's just going to be a limp thing. Maybe like the right arm there. Not that big though, of course. Anyway, so Dick Wayne, who's scared? Not me. Hey, if you don't know, tomorrow you can come in person. And Flatties, you could come in person tomorrow to see me in Bloomington, 6:30 at Full Tilt Tavern in Bloomington. Full Tilt Tavern in Bloomington, 6:30 p.m. You can come, Flatties. Anybody is invited. Everybody, bring your friends, bring your family, bring your dog. No kidding. It's outside. If the weather's nice, looks like it's going to be nice, you can bring your dog. So Dick Wayne could come. There's one exception. Joe Hill's not invited. He lives north of Minneapolis area. He's uninvited. Everybody else on the globe is invited. So, all right. Well, geez, still nothing, Dick Wayne? Still nothing? All right. All right. Ooh, I got another RSVP. Oh, nope. Okay. Yeah, I got quite a few RSVPs. Excited for that, so thank you. I'm looking for the final one, because this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh jeez. This is crazy right here. So there you go. Total nuts. Total nutso. So there are flat earthers that think that they're Jesus, basically. And one of them has popped his head up. Like he wants to debate. But only sort of, because you will find out that item number 6. Item number 6 is what's going to happen here. So, but it is a flatty that thinks he's Jesus. All too often. There it is. This guy. Whoo, Lord Brahma, nutso guy. So he says, "Hello, Will Duffy. This is Lord Brahma and Lady Brahmi here at your service. The offer we have for you is in divine appreciation of God/Brahman/Christ/creation. We would love to join you on the debate, and we both think you should take this offer seriously." God is making you this offer. He thinks he's God. If you want Brahma present for 1 hour, it will be 1,144 USD. If you want Brahma present for the entire show, it will be 2,144. If you want Brahma plus Brahmi for 1 hour, 3,144. And if you want Brahma plus Brahmi the entire show, it will be $4,200. Payment is only available through XLM, Stellar Lumens. Very busy on our end. Please bear with us and be patient, as we may not reply immediately, but we look forward to hearing from you soon, and we both wish you all the best. Blessing and love and light, Brahma and Brahmi. P.S. Picture from recent family holiday. And there you go. Wow. That guy's crazy. He's certifiably insane. He is severely mentally ill. I don't know who this new Brahmi is, but here's his channel. He's got 1 subscriber. 2 videos. He's got a different channel too. Yeah. So, yeah, there it is. So why, again, we're at number 6 here, pay me. Why would anyone pay you to participate? Are you able to demand money for appearances on this topic? Did you accomplish something giving your major notoriety? Or are you a small fish in a smaller pond? The coward knows there is no value in paying them, so nobody would pay them. Easy escape. So anyway, there you go. Why would anybody pay you? You are literally nobody. You're not God. You think you are. You're not. You're literally certifiably insane. You belong in a nut house. But the offer is the same to everybody. Even though you do belong in a nut house, you can, by you paying exactly $0, show up, debate Will, and cause him to send $250 to stop human trafficking. Were they What's this stack of stuff in the background? I don't know. I don't know. All right, look at that. I mean, that guy is nuts. That is, whew, that guy is nuts all day long. Like, Nutso. Totally nutso. There you go. That is the face of an insane person right there. Wow. And careful. If he gets too excited, those veins in his forehead will pop, and then you'll get all covered in blood. All right. Oop, flappy wind. Okay, so that is there it is. There it is. So yeah, nobody will pay you, Brahma. You're an insane person. You're just an insane person, and why would you think that you should get paid? You're not God. Let's check to see if Dick Wayne's a coward. Turns out Dick Wayne's a coward. Turns out Dick Wayne's a coward. Come on, Dick Wayne. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Dick Wayne? He says, give me maybe 20 minutes, and I may be able to talk. I really just want to wrench so your chat trolls can't block me and ban me. Wow. He might come on in 20 minutes. Well, you know what? That's just enough time to look at what Jay Donashi sent me. We just got these two. He sent 4. Oh yeah, the other two are back there. So all right, I'll grab them too. But anyway, he sent me these. They came last week, but I didn't get to them in time to open them for any of the shows last week. So anyway, he said he kind of gave it away. I wanted to. He gave it away in the comments here. So are you here, Jay? I mean, you want to be on? I can send you a Zoom link if you want to join. I've already got Zoom set up. All right. I'm looking for Jay in the chat. Are you in the chat, Jay Donashi? Or is it kind of late? I don't know even what time zone you're in. I suppose I could look at the oh yeah, it's Eastern time. So it's after midnight in Eastern time. So all right, where are you, Jay? Where are you, Jay? I just want to all right. Well, all right, I'll open one. Oh, there he is. All right. That's perfect. That's perfect for you know, when I talk to people from not America, especially from England, they're like, "You guys have guns everywhere." Yeah, we do. Like everybody has guns. Like seriously. All right, I'll use it right now. I'll put the coffee in here. There you go. Cheers. Thank you, Jay. Jay, do you want a link? Say the thing. There's a thing? There's a thing. I can't believe that Lord Brahma, who's not Lord, thinks that he should get paid. It's amazing. All right, there's one. All right, here's another one here. It's taped. This is like Christmas. All right, it's another Mugski here. It is, oh, that's cool. It's Jesus carrying a cross with looking through some sort of a hole. So there you go. I mean, that, I'm a Christian, so I appreciate that. That's very cool. Thank you. I like it. All right. Let me put that, I'm gonna put that on the wall. And then I got to grab the other two. Hold on. All right. Say the guns thing. I I don't know the guns thing. What's the guns thing? Oh, is it heat activated? That's an interesting... There's no... It's just this. So I will test if it's heat activated a different time. I don't have any heat to activate with. So... I'm gonna be double fisting the mugs tonight. Well, I need to quadruple fist it here. So, all right, here's another one. This is the one I did a test opening at the post office just to make sure. But I know Jay, I wasn't too concerned. That there was some sort of a tracking device in it. Oh, where are the guns? Where are the guns, Nathan? Where are the guns? There's no guns. Okay, there you go. All right, very nice. Yep. I got an email from somebody. I'll show you about that topic. So, all right. This one, my wife won't like this. She doesn't. I like it. It's like it's a skeleton hand, little skull there. Kind of cool. But no, she doesn't like skulls and stuff like that. Like, she just doesn't like it. It's not like there's some sort of a... It's all evil. We're not like that, but that's cool. That's really cool. So it's got the hand there, the 4 fingers, and then the thumb over there, just like holding it like this. So that's cool. Very nice. Okay. I'm running out of spots to set them. There. Right. All right. Okay. Okay, I got school books. Like, it's school's coming up soon, so we got school books, and like all the school books are up here. They've all been moved. Got books over there. They've all been moved. So like this is the geometry book, which is next year's book for my kid. But anyway, okay. One more. Here we go. Register your cutlery. That one's metal AF. I love it. Yes. We're in the second week of school in Florida. Really? All right. Last one from Jay Donahue. The foam insulation kind of flies all over the place. Oh, this is dragony. Super cool. That. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you see that? It's like the tail, the handle's the tail, or the wing. It's the wing. Got the other wing here. That's very cool. Little tower of a castle. I think this is my favorite. That's really cool. Very metal as well. If you're a fan of Fintroll, this is a good one for you. Fintroll. Are you fans of Fintroll? Who's a fan of Fintroll? I'm a fan. All right. Well, Jay Donahue, thank you very much for this. I really appreciate it. I'll get them back on the wall there, so we can all enjoy them. So, perfect tab container. Yes. Looks like a rooster tail. All right. Still, Dick Wayne, still nothing. Now, he did say 20 minutes. He said maybe. That was at 11 p.m. It's 11:21 p.m. That was 10 minutes ago. So there you go. All right. We have a little more coffee. Where are the guns, Nathan? Okay, now that reminds me. I got to get the email. So somebody from the website sent me an email And so let me find it. Oh yeah. So the guy who lent me that, I'm not gonna say his name, but the guy who lent me the scanner, the RF scanner to bring to Antarctica, I had it on the shelf back here, and it got moved. I'm not certain where it is. He's gonna come to the meetup tomorrow. I'm gonna look for it still. I'm like, it's been sitting there until like 2 days ago. It was sitting there, and now it got moved. You can see little. It was right there. It was right there. Right there. Oh God, it's about that tab. Oh my gosh, I know. All right, I'm looking for the guy. There it is. There it is. Let's see, is this? There we go. Screenshot taken. Let's get it over here into the folder. And then we can drop it up on the screen, covering up Flappy Bird, Flappy Arwen, Flappy Wind. There it is. So here it is. This is a guy who's chosen his name to be Ahoy. And his email is yourdaddy@gmail.com. I don't think that's correct. It says no Starlink McDumb on Schizo TFE thing. Well, we did have Starlink, so there's that. We had a very strong Starlink signal the whole time we were there. It was pretty nice. We had it at the Out Camp, and we had it at Union Glacier Camp too. We had Starlink in both, and it was great. It could not have been ground, could not have been cell phone, because there was no cell phone antennas. No cell phone signals. I verified that. We put the antenna for the Starlink on the roof, pointing up slightly to the north, and got a signal. How did we get a signal? Where did that signal come from, Flatties? Where? Couldn't be balloons, because balloons, you can't steer a balloon. Anyway, also guns in a scientific camp. Why? Are they in war? Of course not. But you missed it. You must not have listened to my part. Of course you didn't listen to my part, Laddie. You only listened to Nathan Oakley's part. Nathan Oakley claimed there would be guns. He said there would be guns. Let me find it. Are you wondering if I have any evidence for it? Of course I do. Of course I have evidence for it. That's what I'm about. Let me, just a second. Let's just, all right, here it is. Here is Nathan Oakley saying the real map of the world, and a Gleason map right there. And here's one that says, see the edge of the real world, but don't try to go, as you will get turned back at gunpoint. Antarctica is all around us. It's keeping us in all the perfectly flat water. So apparently there's a seed bank there being built according to New Scientist. So turn up with a bag of seeds. All should be good. Somebody's saying you can book a ticket to go there. I'd love to go, but you have to take an escorted trip. He said, well, but you said you'd get turned back at gunpoint. Make up your mind there, Nathan boy. Math Powerland is trying to get funding to go, but pick where he goes. Well, Math Powerland could have gone with us. He was invited. Everybody was invited. In fact, Math Powerland, Matt Boylan, would have tried to get the funds to go with us. They won't grant permission. How do you know? Did he try? He did not try. He did not try. You can't mount any expedition there. You can't store fuel anywhere near either. Well, you can, of course, store fuel temporarily. You don't get to just leave it there. Anyway, the point is that Nathan Oakley said, you will get turned away at gunpoint. And so I called him on that. I, unlike flat earthers, held Nathan to the words he said. He said words. I held him accountable for them. He didn't like it. There you go. Anyway, so, jeez. No, go away. Go away. Whew. I gotta, where'd it go? There it is. Anyway, oh hoy. Why are they in war? Of course not. Anyway, IP address. Anybody want to see where that IP address is? Anybody curious? Anybody want to know? Well, let's see. We've got, let me just, I'll just look it up real quick here. Let's see here. All right, hold on. I gotta get it. I gotta copy it. All right, there it is. IP address 190.22.145.204. So where is this guy, this Nathan Oakley guy that just wishes that he could satisfy Oakley? Like he wishes that he could get offered what Oakley offers other men. Right? Oakley wants to offer other men certain things, and this guy, oh hoy, he just can't, like, if only he could get the kind of offer like this.
Now I'd like to know how my balls taste.
Yeah. Anyway, where does his it's in Chile. That oh hoy is in Chile. Santiago. Now it's not 100% accurate, but pretty likely that in the Santiago area. So anyway, there you go. Oh hoy. There it is. So, yep. There it is. Anyway, so is still no Dick Wayne. Still no Dick Wayne. Where's Dick Wayne? Dick Wayne. It's been not yet 20 minutes. So, not yet 20 minutes. Anyway, where's the guns, Nathan? Creed Bull says, yeah, I hope that's tab in your mason jar. It's not. Binge Thinker says, member for 19 months, subscriber for many years, fan for life. Thank you very much, Binge Thinker. Tim Davidson says, if opposites attract, then I must be like every woman I know. Sad face. Roger that says, very cool, one trip around the sun. Mr. E-Man as a member super chat for 12 months. Mr. E-Man says, just checking how long I've been a member. 27 months. Evil Producer 1 says, did you ask if Dick came? Still no. Still no. No, the purple pill hasn't gotten him worked up yet. Kango 44 says, it's not a Dick Wayne measuring contest constant. But if I was to measure, if I would measure the most Waynes. But hold on. I think I'm gonna have to read what I think was meant. It's not a Dick Wayne measuring contest, but if it was, I would measure the most Waynes. I think that's right. Jay Donashi says, yes, I'm here. Yep, got it. Much Gum says, yep, pew pews behind every blade of grass. That's America. Meanwhile, the UK is on the brink of banning grass because it has too many blades. I don't know. I mean, I got a couple other than this one. I got in the house, right? Dick Wayne is not in the green room. Nobody is. When Dick Wayne shows up, you will hear Dick Wayne. I have the I turned off the waiting room and I turned on the audio feed. So when his audio channel starts sending sound, you will all hear it. So you will all hear that. So Mystery Man says, does it take 20 minutes for those blue pills to work? Zumi, I'm just going to say Zumi says, just 2 months away from 3 trips around the sun. Woo! And that gun mug rocks would rock harder if you could drink through the barrel. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm almost out of coffee, though. Icy Spin says, I emailed you so you can tell me where I am. All right, let's see. Let's see here. We got, need help finding myself. I bet he's on a VPN. I bet he's on a VPN. I'll grab his IP anyway. Country code. It was received using TLS AES 256 GCM SHA 384. A very nice cipher suite. One of the better ones. There it is. There it is. 57.103.91.191. And there we go. Coming up right here. Cupertino, Apple Inc. Looks like he's at Apple headquarters in the big spaceship. Is that where you are, Icy Spin? Rodent No Last Name says YouTube won't let me make dick jokes. All right, well, it's been over 20 minutes and still nothing. Nothing. So let's be clear. I'm not scared of Dick Wayne. Dick Wayne is scared of me. Flappy Win. One more time, I'll give you the link to Flappy Win. So that's really all I had. That's it. That's what I had. I one more time here, we got the mugs from Jay Donashi, the dragon mug. My favorite. We got the skeleton mug there with the skeleton hand. I think this will be a Halloween one. Got the gun mug right there, and then I think I put the other one back on the shelf already. That's the potentially, that's right there, potentially heat activated one of Jesus carrying the cross. So there you go. I know, Sir Little Wolf, I know what you want, but it looks like you might not get it. Astro Kate says Dick Wayne would never run away. Never. Dick Wayne accused me of being scared. You know what? That's on the list. That's on the list right here. The sudden disinterest in debating. Notice this, right here. Yet a little bit ago, you were super interested. Maybe even admonishing people that weren't accepting debates. Now, this isn't specifically about debates, but he was admonishing me about, he thought I was scared. He thought I was scared. But he hasn't showed up. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I had an FWB who called my thingy Sir Richard. I didn't want to know that. Why did I read that? I did. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Mining, Tune, and everyone else. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop this in here real quick. If Dick Wayne shows up, I'm going to boot everybody. But if you want to join, you can. You can join. I'm going to turn on the meeting room, though, because that could be a bit dangerous to just have that. Need to do a little bit of checking before I just let anybody in. So anyway, Dick Wayne, thank you for being scared. I got the top left collection of books here. I got this one from the deadified Rob Skiba, Testing the Globe, a Zetetic Investigation Volume 1. I don't know if there's more volumes or not. I haven't read it. They're all the same. They're all the same. All right. We got somebody there. Hello, somebody. RWC is the name of the person here. Like, I'll see your name. You can change your name, but so if you don't want your name to be seen, then all right, there's no table of contents. Hello. I can hear you. Yes.
I can barely hear you, but
Oh, you know what? Oh no, I can't fix that too easily. Zoom does that sometimes.
well, it might be my phone. It sucks. It's old.
It could be. All right. How you doing? Are you in the chat? Do you go by a different name in the chat?
No, never.
Okay.
Even when I have to make several just to troll your chat because I keep getting banned and blocked, I still use my same Dick Wayne.
You're Dick Wayne. All right.
I am Dick Wayne.
All right. So you accused me of being scared. And you showed up. So good on you. So, all right. All right. What's up?
You tell me. What do you need to know, bud?
I think I said a while ago that you get the Vicky treatment. Do you know what the Vicky treatment is?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
The Vicky treatment. All right. I think I can fix my audio. Just a second.
It's really low.
Yeah. So my input volume automatically drops down. So here we go. All right. Can you hear me better now?
Oh, that's better. That's better.
All right. So a while ago, I think I said that you get the Vicky treatment. The Vicky treatment is, you get everybody gets permission to block you until you show up in person. So there it is. You have exited the Vicky treatment.
Well, there you go. Give me a wrench. I don't trust your trolls.
Oh, you want a wrench for that?
Because I defend myself.
All right. So you have several accounts.
Yes, I do.
Right. So which one is the account? How do I know which one? I'm not going to give it to all of your accounts.
I don't even know anymore, to be honest, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
My original one is the one I like to stick to.
All right. Well,
I've only ever had two.
Here's what I can do. If you send me the URL to your channel, I can add it as a moderator, and be sure to remove it from the block list. But I can pull up the block list now. I'll do that now and see if it's blocked.
Well, they're all banned or blocked by someone.
Yeah, I suppose. Hidden users. Most of them are the the spammer accounts that are spamming stuff. So,
which is all of them?
No. Like there's a bunch of accounts that go and just advertise stuff, right? Wow, there's 3 accounts. You said 2. 4 accounts.
No.
5 accounts. I just hid 5 Dick Wayne sock accounts. All right. So,
well, the next one I comment in your live chat whenever this is done, that'll be the one.
All right. So yeah. You claim you've been a flat earther for more than when Mark Braun brought it to YouTube.
2013.
And why?
The best I can recall is when I finally took the YouTube bait.
But what on YouTube was doing Flat Earth in 2013?
You know, I don't even, it was the end of 2013, early 2014, and I can't even remember, but it was like a 3-minute video. But YouTube had been pushing it on me for about a year. Because I didn't get into YouTube until like 2012, 2011.
There were not very many at that time.
No, I know.
There was Mark Braun and Stars Are Souls. Those are the two I know of.
A Plain Truth was 2014.
A Plain Truth?
And he was one of the first. Along with Eric Dubay, he was 2014.
Eric Dubay's first post on his website was November 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
So you said, yeah. But his first video, I think he did one short video in November, December, and then he did his longer one in 2015.
Yeah, as long as best I can recall. It was late 2013,
yes,
2014.
But who was it in 2013? Now, I know that Mark Braun was talking about it in 2013.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I honestly can't, but it was like a 3-minute video, and it just made me think, what the hell's going on? And
did it explain to you how the sun sets?
Well, that's... I don't even know what you mean with that. The sun doesn't set.
Of course it does.
It's above the earth.
8 billion people see the sun set every day.
It's always above the earth, is it not?
Nope. Not above the flat earth. It can't work that way. Right here. It can't be here.
It can't
be here.
No, I don't care about
because the sun would never set.
The flat earth and how it can work that way.
Is
the sun always above the earth?
The flat earth? No, it can't be. It's not my idea. This is Rob Skiba.
No, this is your idea. This is your idea of what.
No, this is Rob Skiba's idea.
Are.
Rob Skiba, that's his idea. Right? Rob Skiba. Eric Dubay.
Either way, I don't care about
Samuel
anyone
Rowbottom,
else's idea.
Gleason. So unless you have the right model, what model's the right model? It's not this one? It's a different one? Then what model is it? I mean, you wouldn't with no a clue about what it actually looks like. You wouldn't think of it. Anyway, let's do this. I'll go here. Let's go. Here's what you think the earth is, and the sun is up here right? Up here somewhere. Right? Some high elevation. Right? I don't. Can you see what I'm doing?
The sun is always above Earth. Yes.
Yeah. So you say that. Okay, but it could never set if that was the case. It would never get blocked by the horizon if that was the case, because it's up here somewhere, and there's nothing ever. There's the flat part of this never gets between the observer and the sun. And so when two objects, the observer and the sun, are above a flat plane, there is no way that flat plane could get between them. It's below both of them. So it's not possible for the sun to set. They're both up here. One's close to it and one's far from it. Right? It can't get occluded by the horizon. It can't go below. It can't be partially there. It can't be half blocked by the horizon. It can't be unseen for many hours at a time because it's above it. It can't get in the way. So how does that work? Certainly you wouldn't think the earth is flat without an answer to that. Right?
Yeah, it's an optical illusion, so to speak.
Well,
it's all due to how your eyes see.
Well,
Do you not understand how your eyes see the world?
I have a camera. I have a camera also. The camera, I do know very well how cameras work. Yeah. My camera also sees that the sun gets blocked by the horizon. So, and I know how cameras work. So there you go. How does your the way that the camera or your eye sees cause the flatness to get between the observer and the sun?
There's nothing getting in between that way. Like the flatness.
The flatness, yes.
Between the observer and the sun. No.
Yeah. So what you do is
it just shrinks into a point. It gets too far away for you to see. That's it.
Oh, but that's not what happens.
Forever.
Yes, it is. What doesn't happens, shrink to a point. It does not shrink to a point. It gets partially obstructed,
a point where you can't see it anymore, where it gets obscured by the atmosphere.
No, it doesn't.
Limit of your vision.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
None of that happens. None of that happens.
Obviously, it's observed every day.
But that's not how things work. That's not how things work.
That's not how things work.
Yes.
Yes, according to you. Okay. So you lack an imagination.
I don't need imagination, cool. Right? So here. Let's see here. I've got this here, right? Here, right? The Lego tool, right? And you see here, this is what we see. This is what the sun does. Right here. Block. It's partially blocked right now. See that? See how it's partially blocked? I'll move to the side. See that? Partially blocked by the curve. See, it's the curve. Right? This is what we see. Okay? That's how our eyes work and how cameras work. But here we are. Here it is up here, moving around somewhere around here. You see how it's not getting blocked by the flatness? See how this isn't making you not see it? It doesn't matter how far away it is. It wouldn't cause it to be partially, right? And it doesn't shrink to a point. I tested that myself. The sun is the same angular size all the time, same angular width, right? So at sunset, at Pensacola Beach, when the sun is partially obstructed by the water, which you think is flat, it's the same size as it was 5 minutes prior, the same width. It doesn't shrink to a point.
Shrink in size was the wrong word.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't shrink in width. It stays the same width the whole time. It's amazing.
I've seen that. It does change in size. It just doesn't change in size much.
It doesn't change in size much, but you said it shrinks to a point.
Yes, shrink to a point was the wrong word. Sorry.
Okay, so what happens to the sun? What causes?
It goes beyond your limits, the limits of your eyes. It's real simple.
What is the limit of your eyes?
It's not a physical event. The sun does never go below the earth.
But what is the limit of your eyes? How far?
Who knows? It depends on the eyes. Mine are with glasses. It's excellent.
But I see the same with a camera as with my eyes and a telescope. Eyeballs, camera, telescope all see the exact same thing. The sun at the exact same time for all of those optical devices gets blocked at the same time. So which
one of them sees it under the earth?
None of them. That's the thing, because it's a globe.
So the sun is always above the earth. That means it's optical.
No,
when you don't understand
that doesn't make any sense at all.
It blows my mind.
You're just making stuff up.
Shit, and
you're just inventing things.
It's insane.
You have just invented things.
I didn't invent optics, MCToon.
No, none of these optics that you're talking about exist. This is just invented ideas that you believed, that other people instructed you to believe, and you blindly believed it without actually checking to see if that's how optics actually works.
Who?
Your Papa Flurf, whatever guy it was in 2013 that you can't remember, that guy told you what, that guy instructed you what to believe, and you bought it. You believed it without checking. But that's not how optics works.
Okay.
You said it's too far away. I ask how far, you don't know. Well, then you're clearly ignorant of the thing you're talking about. Here's even worse for that. Here's what's even worse. The stars you do see immediately above the horizon. Yet Are they closer or farther than the sun in your religion?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. So you blindly believe this and have no idea. That's a religion. You blindly believe. You blindly believe that optics does these things, but you have no damn clue how it works. You can't answer the basic question.
I don't know the distance to the stars.
You can't answer. You say it's too far for your eyes to see, and I say, how far is that? You don't know, but the stars must be farther away, right? They couldn't be nearer us than the sun over your ambiguously flat planet, right? They'd have to be farther away than the sun, yet they're not as bright. Yet somehow, even though they're farther away, you can't see them. How can you not see them? Why can you not see them? During the day, why don't you see them? But you do see them at night. They're not as bright as the sun.
And you have no clue.
No, I have a clue. I have a lot of a clue, and you are the one that is coming up with no clue. I say, how far away is it that you can't see anymore? And you answer, no clue. You're the one that admits no clue.
I actually answered, it depends. There's a lot of factors involved. The atmosphere, the eyeballs involved. Were they born with a defect?
But the camera sees the same thing, so it's not about the eyeballs. Let me write this down. So it's the atmosphere. Problem is,
what is the camera modeled after? The lens on the camera, it's modeled after your eye.
Oh, but a pinhole camera sees the same thing, so that doesn't help you.
Whatever, it's using your eye.
Atmosphere. All right, it's not using your eye. A pinhole camera doesn't use your eye.
What does a blind person see using a telescope?
What's that?
What does a blind person see using a telescope?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter?
Yeah.
They see nothing, MCToon. Can you not even admit that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They don't see anything. We're not talking about whether or not a blind person can use a telescope. We're talking about whether or not an eyeball and a camera and a telescope and now a pinhole camera can all see the exact same thing at the same time. The sun gets, according to you, too far away to see.
They don't see the exact same thing.
Yeah, they do. They all see the sun go away at the exact same time.
You can zoom in on a fucking star with your eyeball.
I didn't say that. I said the sun goes away
at the same time
for everybody. The sun goes away at the exact same time for every piece of optics. So you said atmosphere, and then you said the different people's eyeballs, but it doesn't matter on eyeballs. That all optical devices see at the same time.
At all times, the sun can be seen by anyone on Earth at any point in time.
But no, you can't. At night, it's nighttime here in Minnesota. I can't see the sun right now.
Yeah, is it nighttime everywhere?
No, of course not.
Yeah, exactly, MCToon.
Half of the Earth.
Exactly what I just said.
Half of the Earth has night.
Experiences the sun at some point in a 24-hour cycle.
and half of the Earth has no sun, falsifying flat Earth. It's impossible.
Half of the Earth doesn't have no sun.
Oh yeah. So it
doesn't work like that.
Oh, new information. What is this new information? Can you give me a citation for it?
Well, today 99% of the human population is in sunlight. What about that?
Human population. Did you not hear your own words? The population, not the surface area. Do you not know the difference between the population and the surface area? Does this confuse you?
This is why I know
99% of the human population is not 99% of the surface area of the Earth. So every single day of the year,
surface area of the Earth.
You did not, but you were trying to suggest it.
No, I didn't. Where do most of the Earth live?
Where do most of the Earth live?
The population of Earth, above or below the equator?
Most of the people on the Earth live north of the equator.
Yes.
And what does that have to do with any of this? Again, it is impossible to have night on flat Earth there's nothing to block the sun. Nothing could get between you and
You're
the sun.
absolutely insane.
No, I'm
You have no
completely.
idea.
I'm
You're
completely
you
saying
just
I
throw
understand
away
optics.
everything. Scale, everything.
All
You
right,
just
what's
throw it all away.
how do we do how do we apply scale? I'm ready. You tell me. I'll write it down. How do we apply scale? I'll write it here. Scale.
You don't even know how to apply scale.
I'm asking you to tell me how. Tell me how to apply scale.
No, MCToon, I'm not here to teach you how to scale.
Oh, you don't know how. Got it. You don't know how. I can apply
Let's
scale.
go with that, MCToon.
I can apply
go with
scale.
that, MCToon.
I'll use my
Yeah,
slide rule
let's
here
go with
even.
that.
I'll use my trigonometric slide rule to apply scale if you want. But you know what you can't do? You can't apply scale. You can just say the word scale because your Papa Flurf instructed you scale is what you should believe, and you believed it because you're gullible.
Yeah, you got me pegged. You really did.
I do.
You're a genius. Your science is off the charts.
I wouldn't say genius, but thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh, no, yeah, you're a genius. You are.
All right. Ace Fox is wondering if you're
You don't even know how to scale model.
blitzed out of your mind. Of course I can scale. You just tell me what I'm missing. Because on a scale model, doesn't matter what scale it is. If the sun is here and the observer's here,
what you're missing.
right? The sun's here, observer's here, they can see the sun. Now, if we move the sun farther away on this scale model, it's still above the flat. Nothing in the way between the observer and the sun. So they'd still see the sun. We can scale it all day long. We can scale it. But never will the surface of the flat get between the observer and the sun. That never happens on the scale model. But apparently I'm doing the scaling wrong.
No, it
so
doesn't
how do you do
happen.
the scaling?
You're right.
How do you do the
It
scaling?
doesn't happen. You're right. The sun is always above the earth.
So you've said, but you can't provide any evidence for it.
Yes, I can.
So
Do you not know how it works?
how does the sun set?
Where does this? So the sun, when it sets for me, it sets for everybody.
No, that's what flat earthers used to think. You know that, right?
Who used to think that?
The ancient cultures that did
No,
think
they
that the earth
didn't.
were flat, like
Don't even go there.
Egyptians, Mayans, Aztecs, Sumerians, Babylonians, they thought, Romans, Greeks, they thought that there was a universal nighttime. They thought that the sun went under the flat earth and that everybody had night at the same time, and then it went under the earth on a boat or through a tunnel or a portal on a river or something, and then it came out the other side, and then everybody had daytime at the same time, had morning at the same time. That's what they thought. That's what these ancient cultures thought, and that was somewhat reasonable for them because they couldn't travel any farther than their feet or animals' feet could bring them. Then people started developing boats where they could travel a little faster. And when they could travel a little faster, they started to travel farther away. And at some point they realized time zones, not time zones really, but they didn't invent time zones till later, but that there was a difference in daytime and nighttime for different people, different regions of the earth. And they're like, oh, wait a second. They can't all have universal night. And so they gave it up about 2,500 years ago or more. So,
Well, thanks for the history lesson.
nobody has
got it all
thought
worked out.
for generally for 2,500 years that there was such thing as universal night. So we don't think that. So now we're back to the same problem because they discarded this idea when they figured out the geometry, optics, physics doesn't work. It's just real basic. The sun could never set. If the sun's up here and you're down here, the flatness, the surface can't get in the way. But still, the sun is obstructed by the horizon every day at the same angular width. It does not shrink to a point.
Yeah, whatever you say. You're good.
Thank you.
What else is there?
Awesome.
Yeah, you've done all the science.
I do.
Read all the history. You were there.
Yep.
You know how it all works. You got it all figured out.
Yeah, I haven't read all these books up here, but I've read quite a few of them. I have read the Garwood book, a very good book. It's not up here. It's back here. It's a history of flat earthers, really starting with Rowbottom and moving up to the late 90s, early 2000s. Really good book. I've read a lot of. I've read the entire book. The most recent he did. Rowbottom did 3 versions. I read the latest, the last one from the 1880s. I read the whole book. I read all of his claimed experiments. I've read quite a bit of stuff by Lady Blunt. I've read stuff by Carpenter. I've read the stuff by Gleason. I've read Voliva's works. So I'm up on all that stuff. I'm familiar with what the ancient cultures thought, but none of them have ever provided any mechanism that actually would work for causing the sun to be obstructed by the flat.
Because no one says it is. Only you.
But we see it every day. Every day the sun sets, it gets obstructed by the surface of the ocean. If you're on the ocean or water looking to the west, the surface of the water obstructs the sun, and the sun does not shrink to a point. This is a fact. You put a solar filter on a camera, and you watch that sunset. It does not shrink to a point. It stays the same width the whole day.
Sure.
Yep. Sure. Totally true.
Yeah. Awesome.
So. All right. Ooh, we got a nice one here.
Never goes below your feet though, so.
But it does. It does go below your feet because, and I'll show you this right here.
Yeah, I know.
Right here. Here you go. Here is Bobby Shafto. Bobby Shafto, amazing guy. Here is the sun, the setting sun viewed through a horizontal pipe. Now he lives in the southern coast of, not the southern coast, the coast on southern California. I think he's south of LA if I remember right. So he's down viewing off of in the San Diego area, La Jolla area regularly. So all right, so are you seeing this? This is the sun setting through a pipe. And I'll jump ahead a little bit here. See that? Now this is not a solar filter, but it's the exposure is adjusting so you don't see too much glare. And there it's going, getting close to the clouds here. All right. Look at this. Look at this. It's not shrinking to a point. Oh, it didn't shrink to a point. How come? How come it didn't shrink to a point? What happened? You said it shrunk to a point. And that wasn't
myself on saying that.
Oh, okay, okay. So why? So I'm still curious. What is the mechanism that causes that to happen? Anything?
Yeah, I've already told you.
You've already told me.
Don't understand. You still hooked on this. The only way something can disappear into the horizon is if the surface is curved. So
yeah, but you didn't provide a mechanism. I'm still curious about the mechanism.
What? Yeah, it makes no sense. It's optics.
You just said it's optics.
What you mean by mechanism?
So
I can. Like there's no mechanism for gravity. Is that what this is about? Or
it's It's optics. That's it. That's all you've got. For over 10 years, you've believed in the flat Earth religion, and all you've got is it's optics.
Nope.
It's optics. That's all you got. It's optics. That's it. That's how that's what causes the sun to be obstructed by the horizon.
To make observations. Your eyeballs.
No, cameras. I use cameras.
Oh my God.
I use cameras. Like I just showed you that video. That was a camera, not my eyeballs.
It's like
It wasn't Bobby Shafto's
wall,
eyeballs
get
either.
better results.
He doesn't have a CCD in his eyeballs. That was a camera.
Peaked in high school.
What's that?
Peaked in high school.
You peaked in high school?
You peaked in high school.
How does that explain the optics causes the sun to
It explains
set?
everything with you.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't explain anything at all.
Yeah, it does.
So this is what
Anyway,
is absolutely amazing.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. That's all you got. Whatever. All right, cool.
Whatever.
So how does the sun in the Antarctica work? It went right to left 24 hours a day. The elevation was 13 degrees at local solar midnight, 34 degrees at local solar noon. Exactly what the globe predicted. And I couldn't get a flat earther anywhere to predict the elevation of the sun in at all. So what is, according to you, what is the elevation of the sun supposed to be?
I don't care, to be honest.
So you can't explain anything.
The sun, the moon, and the stars are beyond physical. You cannot physically interact with any of them.
Oh, I do all the time. I got sunburn.
All you can do is assume, because
I got
all you
sunburn.
have is observations.
I got sunburn. Yeah, so I interacted with the sun.
What causes sunburn? It's a form of radiation, is it not?
Yeah, I interacted with the sun. The sun sent radiation to my skin, and I got sunburn. That's how I interacted with the sun.
That's what I mean. It's like high school. Even I've met 5-year-olds with more maturity and more intelligence.
But it didn't.
More imagination than you just shut everything down just like that. Just no. I got sunburn, so tell me I can't physically interact with the sun.
Now, do you know people have bounced radar off the sun? You know that?
Yeah, I'm sure they have, MCToon. I'm sure. Yeah, you believe that? That's cute. I don't care. I don't believe they have. It's a stupid idea.
Why?
Bounce radiation. A form of radiation off of a form of radiation and get a signal back.
Just to be sure,
give me a break.
Your refutation of it is nuh-uh. Is that it? Is that your?
Yeah, exactly. Because you have nuh-uh physics. All you have is fucking, 1967? We bounced lasers off the sun and got a response.
It's not lasers, but that's fine. Yeah, it was. You're right. It was in the 60s, 1961, right there.
Oh, yeah, even better.
So the fact that it was done in the 60s isn't a refutation.
You believe it was done. That's awesome. Good for you.
I believe it. Why do you think that this is something not to be believed? What's wrong with this?
That's on its base. It sounds stupid.
That's not a reason not to believe.
They measured a 93 million mile distance. Give me a break.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? It took
wrong
about
with that? 90 again. Scale, McKean.
Yeah. I scaled it all. So here. This is amazing.
Yeah, I scaled it all. Yeah,
I did. So the first publication says it took about 1,000 seconds. The other one says it took 960 seconds. So that's about 980 seconds plus or minus 20.
Let me guess, exactly as they predicted, right?
This is a measurement. This is a measurement of the distance to the sun. Amazing. Right? And so we've got between 89 million and 93 million miles. So there you go. That's a measurement of the distance to the sun.
That's a measurement. Yeah,
so
it's a measurement.
So what's wrong with that?
Everything. You don't see what's wrong with it?
You just need to be specific.
Believe something like that? Go right ahead.
What's wrong with it? What is unbelievable about it?
Everything. It is stupid idea.
Everything about
To
it.
think they bounced a radio wave off of the sun in 1961, and it was exactly as predicted by the globe at 93 million miles.
What's wrong with that?
93 million miles.
What is wrong with that? This is pretty cool. So here is the signal that they received back. So they sent you see the sawtooth? It's a sawtooth signal that they sent.
Back, no problem.
So this is what's really cool.
Cell phone signal just driving down the street.
You send a signal. You send a signal in the radar to the sun.
Yeah.
And then you get that same signal back. That tells you a lot of things. It's not just evenly distributed noise. It's an actual decipherable, identifiable pattern that they got back from the sun. This is unchallengeable stuff, as far as I can know. Like, and you're just saying, perfect example of flirting around here. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right here. Here's the graph of the signals they got. Pretty cool. Very awesome stuff there. So they didn't just do it once though, because good science isn't just one time. You repeat it. So that one was, let me see here. This was 1960, February 1960, by Eshelman, Barthley, and Gallagher. And then we've got this one here by Jesse James. Not that Jesse James. It's a different Jesse James. So he did a different one. Really cool. Different guy did the same confirming experiment. He published it in 1966. And he did the same type of experiment. And here they talk about they show how it's interacting, I don't know exactly where, but in there it's 960 seconds is how long it took for the signal to come back. So you can't actually identify anything wrong with that?
According to you, yeah.
Nothing? Okay, awesome. So there we go. That's another one. All right. So what was it back in maybe 2013 that made you think that Earth were flat? Anything?
You can start questioning the ball. That's all.
So what was it?
It's just stupid.
Anything?
Trusting my senses and my observation. I live in
Trusting your senses. Well, I trust my senses.
Nature.
The sun sets, and over a flat surface,
this
the sun
fucking
could never set.
sunset.
I trust my senses. I went to Punta Arenas and I stuck a camera out the window and I saw a celestial pole
physical fucking event
rotating the opposite direction. I trust my senses that there is a single celestial pole seen due south in South America. Now, I know people that live in Australia, they see the same thing, due south as well. How could they both see due south? I trust my senses. I trust my senses when I measured the distance between lines of longitude in Punta Arenas. I trusted my senses when I measured that. So I went out and I did things.
Let me guess, exactly as predicted, right?
It matched the globe, yes. Amazing.
Yeah,
and it did not match flat Earth.
Amazing.
So what is the flat Earth prediction?
Flat Earth.
For 53 degrees to latitude south, what is the distance between lines of longitude? A single degree of longitude. What is the flat Earth prediction? You have no damn clue. You just have a blind faith religion in flat Earth. Blind faith religion is all you have.
Nope.
No? Well then, what is the distance between lines of longitude in flat Earth? At 53 degrees south.
Flat Earth?
Yeah.
Whose version of flat Earth?
Yours.
Of course.
Your version of flat Earth.
Always yours.
Your version of flat Earth. I'm not asking for somebody else's. The problem is, when I ask flat earthers, for their version of flat Earth for the distance between lines of longitude, none of them answer. Zero flat earthers know anything about their own belief system. It is a belief system because if it wasn't a belief system, they would answer me. So I did the reasonable thing. I took what flat earthers have been saying for
verify those measurements.
What's that?
What map did you use to verify those measurements?
I did not use a map.
Oh, you didn't use a map?
No, I did not use a map. I used the distance between lines of longitude. Now, I didn't do an entire line of longitude. Sorry. It's rather far. I did a small portion of a line of longitude, and then I extrapolated it to the entire line of longitude. So, what is the distance between? How do we do that? How do we figure that out for what you think the Earth is, or do you just have blind faith religion?
You go from point A to point B in a straight line.
Yep, that's what we did.
And you find a way to record how much time it took you to get there, I guess.
Well, we use a trundle wheel to measure the distance.
Have a measurement. Then you have a measurement.
Got it. So what is the flat Earth predicted distance between lines of longitude?
You measured it.
How do we figure that out for flat Earth? Like I took the 175
What's the shortest distance between any 2 points?
On the surface of a globe or the surface of a flatness?
What is the shortest distance between any 2 points?
On the surface of a globe.
According to geometry.
According to geometry, on the surface of a globe, it's a great circle. According to geometry, on a flat surface, it's a straight line.
The answer is it's a straight line. This is how navigation is done.
No. It's not. How navigation is done.
You travel in straight lines to get to your objective. As straight a line as possible to get to your objective. That's how you have an accurate measurement.
But you don't. But the problem is that when they do navigation, they use great circles to determine the distance. So, for example,
do you physically fly in a circle?
Yeah, you do. You do take a portion of the circle. So when somebody's going to fly,
do you fly in an arc as well?
Yeah, you follow the curve of the surface of the Earth. So and the way that we can be certain of this,
a straight fucking line. Yes, a straight line.
No, so here's what happens. When you're going to load up an airplane to fly from Sydney to Perth, this happens every day. You need to know how much fuel you need. So and you know the burn rate, you know the weight of the plane, and then you add a little extra for taxiing and for extra in case they need to go to a different airport. So you need to know precisely how much to put in. And so what they do is they say, well, what's the distance from Sydney to Perth? And they'll use the Haversine formula to get that distance, right? The Haversine formula computes the great circle distance between 2 points on the surface of a sphere. Then you load in the correct amount of fuel. Now, this would be disaster. This is real navigation. This would be disaster to get it wrong, because if you didn't put in enough, you'd run out of fuel. And if you put in too much, then when you got to your destination, you would find that your airplane might be too heavy to land. And so then you'd have to dump fuel in order to be light enough to land. And that's a bad thing because it costs money and it pollutes. And airliners, they don't want to waste money by dumping fuel. So they compute the distance using the Haversine formula in order to get the correct amount of fuel. So you brought up navigation.
But they only ever cared about weight, really.
Yes, exactly. So you don't want to put in too much weight, right? What happens to a large plane if it's about to land and it's got too much weight? What's the problem?
If it's got too much weight for the plane to handle?
Yeah, for the landing. What's the issue?
I'm sure there could be all kinds of issues.
You used to work at an airport, right?
I worked at a seaplane base, to be honest.
Oh, a seaplane base, so not a big airport. Okay. Well, there's
so there's a difference. I fueled aircraft.
Well, just little seaplanes. So a large airplane,
and
like
helicopters.
So like the airplane that flies from Sydney to Perth would be a large airplane, and if that airplane shows up in Perth with too much weight, there's two main problems. One, you might not have
helicopters as big as airplanes.
There's no helicopter as big as a 747.
There are some big airplanes or big helicopters.
Not the size of a 747.
I don't care about a 747.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
whatever.
So the number one, you might have a problem with the length of the runway, but even bigger, and people don't think about this as much, is the landing gear might not be happy with all that extra weight. So if you load up too much fuel, then you have to dump fuel before you land, or you might have a problem landing. And if you don't have enough fuel, you'll crash.
No. Whatever. What is the point you're trying to get at?
Well, you brought up navigation.
You just like hearing yourself talk.
You brought up navigation, and I was explaining to you navigation. So
no, you're not.
So how it works in reality, you need to use the globe.
You travel in straight lines to get to your destination.
No, you travel in a great circle.
As possible, because that is the most fuel efficient. That is the most quickest way to get to where you're going.
In order to do that on the surface of a globe,
because they don't have to worry about mountains and rivers and lakes and nature.
Yeah. So, but
they all travel in straight lines to get to where they're going.
Don't use a formula for a straight line on the surface of a flat plane. They use the formula.
I don't care what formula you want.
I know you don't care. I know it goes over your head, but they use.
I know, because you don't understand what math is even.
I don't.
Can you define math for me right now?
No, I don't need to do that. I can define how to use the Haversine formula.
Important. Okay, yes.
I can show how the Haversine formula works.
Define math.
And I can show how you can use the polar distance.
Math, MCToon?
No, it doesn't matter. I can show you how to use the polar distance formula to compute the distance between points.
Math.
Doesn't matter,
you can't
Dick.
Even define math.
It doesn't matter. That's not that you're
you think,
you're running away.
Equation.
You know you're
trapped
in a corner. You've painted yourself in a corner here, and you're trying to get out. I know. I got it. I know that you're feeling uncomfortable right now because you're trapped. The reality is that airplane navigation that you said you work in an airport, right? Or you fuel seaplanes, that they use the Great Circle route to get from point A to point B. It's not a straight line in three-dimensional space. It is a straight line on the two-dimensional surface of a sphere.
It's not a straight line in three-dimensional space. Okay.
Yep. That's the Great Circle route.
Yeah.
And as determined by the Haversine formula. So the airline industry uses the Haversine formula to compute distances between points. They don't use a flat Earth, a flat plane type formula for it.
Yeah, they fly as if the Earth is motionless and planar, but so what? Who cares?
So now conservation.
Never once did I see one use a globe? The whole base, there was no globe to be found.
Yeah, well, yeah. Did you ever see
lots of maps, all kinds of different maps?
Yeah. Now I have a picture of my dog, and it's
one
flat.
Real easy one.
Is my dog flat?
Little graph, match it up. Oh, there. That's how far. That's how far it is.
Is my dog
straight fucking line?
Is my dog flat? I have a flat picture of my dog. Is my dog flat? No, my dog is not flat. Of course not. So when you say they use a flat map, of course they use a flat map. They're so much more convenient than having a 1 to 250,000 scale globe.
They're completely inaccurate then.
No, they're not. They're very accurate.
Yeah, they are. No,
you can see right here. This is
You
a flat
can't
map right on the
flatten a
set.
fucking ball without having it go to shit.
Exactly. So what they use is they use the Lambert conformal conic projection. This is what air navigators use. And when you chart using a Lambert conformal conic projection map, it's projection from the globe, then there's two secant lines on that map.
That's from the globe.
You've got secant line, about a third of the way up and about a third of the way down, you've got a secant line. And on those lines, the scale is correct. And in between, it's off one way, and above and below, it's off a different direction. So the cool thing is, this is really neat. This is really neat. When you chart a route, and if your route goes, for example, diagonal across the chart, the offness, the inaccuracy between the two secant lines and the inaccuracy outside the two secant lines, they negate each other. It's really cool. So you can use these charts because a lot of the time you get that kind of stuff. So for long distance flights, it tends to correct for it. So you can use the scale on each of them, and it works. It's really neat. But now people use Jeppesen software on an iPad, or they use Garmin software on an iPad, for example, which is internally all done as computed as a globe. So globe is used all the time in navigation.
All your pilot experience.
Yep, I do know how all that works. You don't need to be a pilot to know how it works. You can just study it, which I did.
You can just be MCToon,
So there you go.
Believed, and history and everything.
Yep. Thank you.
The world according to MCToon. Take it or leave it.
I've put in a lot of effort to understanding this topic well.
A fucking idiot.
And you claim to have been around this topic longer than I have, yet you didn't know these things.
A long time.
So why is it in all this time you never
starting this fight there, MCToon.
You never once figured out how navigation actually worked? Yet you want to talk about it.
No, I've navigated just fine. I've lived my life.
Okay, but you didn't study the topic. Why didn't you study the topic?
What, I didn't observe?
So I put in the effort.
I haven't lived in nature for 40 years. No.
That doesn't mean anything, right? You want to do an experiment, right? You have a hypothesis. You figure out a way to test the hypothesis. You go test the hypothesis. And then if the observation, right, you observe it through experiment or observation or nature, whatever you do by comparing it, right? And then you look and you say, well, does this prediction I made from my hypothesis match nature, observation, experiment? Yes. Well, my hypothesis could be right. No. Well, the hypothesis is probably wrong. Pretty simple. That's how you figure things out. That's what I did.
There's water and there's gas. So
there's water and there's gas.
Yeah.
That's all you got?
Lots of predictions can be made.
Okay. What kind of prediction? What kind of prediction?
Standing body of water, surface perfectly flat.
Oh, let's see the measurements.
2 points.
Do you have measurements of it?
Measurements?
Yes.
What do
you made the assertion that water is flat. In order to support that assertion, you must have measurements. You don't get to just say it. You don't get to just say it.
About water, MCToon? What is the best tool to determine what is perfectly flat and level? What would you use?
A theodolite I would use.
A theodolite? You would eyeball it.
No, that's not on
eyeball it.
No, that's a precision instrument for measuring angles.
You want to determine what is perfectly flat and level, and you say, I'll use a theodolite.
Yep, that's a great way to do it. Oh my
God. Yeah, I know. Why don't you use water?
Because the question is water flat? And I'm asking you, and you're saying water is flat, and then you're saying, how do you know water's flat? Because water's flat. From
a liter to a swimming pool, an Olympic-sized swimming pool to an ocean.
Okay.
If it is at rest, the surface area is perfectly flat from any 2 point to any other point.
Citation
from any
needed.
One point to any other point.
Citation
needed?
Yeah. You don't get to just say
Water.
that.
It's natural behavior.
Watch
How
this.
do you not
Watch
understand
this.
how water behaves?
Its
That's
natural
what I
behavior
mean.
is to be curved.
You got nothing. You got no
Water.
physics. You have
Its
theoretical
natural
bullshit.
behavior is to be curved. I can do that too. The difference is, Dick, I have measurements. You don't.
I have measurements. Oh my God.
That's the difference.
Take it with your eyeballs. What unit of measurements do your eyeballs take there?
It
McKean?
wasn't taken with an eyeball. It was taken with the theodolite measuring in arc seconds.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Theodolite.
Right. So you have made a blind faith assertion that the surface of water is curved or flat, but you don't have any measurements. You just blindly believe it. Right? With no measurements.
I don't. It's
do you have measurements?
like I live on the ocean. Yeah, I
Awesome.
can't believe somebody. That's what I mean. Like,
Do you
kids
have
in high
measurements?
school,
Do you have
even
measurements?
before that, children know how you can teach a child very easily how water can be handled on Earth.
Do you have measurements?
It's like it needs to be contained. It needs to have walls first if you want to transport any. From
Do you
micro
have
scale up to macro
measurements?
scale.
Do you have any measurements?
Measurements of water being flat.
Yeah,
Like,
do you have any?
No, I don't, because I don't
I
know what the fuck
know
you
you
mean.
don't. Of course you don't. You just
I
have
know,
blind.
because I don't know what you mean, McToon.
I know flat
What is
earthers
a
don't.
measurement of flat? What is a measurement of flatness?
Oh, that's a good question.
Define it. It's what you're asking me
Awesome.
for. What is it? Define it for me.
It's your assertion. You should
No,
be the
it
one.
isn't. It's your assertion.
No, you are
You
asserting
have to define it for me.
that
McToon.
water is.
What would you accept as a measurement of
Here,
flatness?
I'll explain. But this is your claim. You've claimed the surface of water is flat with no evidence.
This is not a claim. This is a known fact.
No, it's
you
not.
Can ask anyone.
It's a blind faith religious claim that you
No,
have made
it isn't. It is
with
a known fact.
zero
You don't
evidence.
know how fucking water behaves.
I do. The surface of water is curved, and I can show it with measurements and observations. But
With
here's
a
how.
fucking theodolite.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So here is
With
how.
the fucking human eyeball.
It's not an eyeball. It's a theodolite. It's a precision instrument that
Okay,
measures
just
angles.
throw one on the ground
So-
and fucking. You
so
don't have to look through it.
Here's how. No, you don't.
You don't
actually.
need a marker on the other fucking end of
No,
it.
you can do it without eyeballs. You can put a marker on the other side, and the theodolite will automatically measure up to it, and then report to you on the display the angle. You can do that.
Oh, I bet.
You can do that with theodolites, and they'll tell you the angle that it measured.
I always see surveyors working in pairs, but whatever.
Yeah. So the person on the other side could be holding up a reflector.
Yes.
And
You need two people.
The theodolite that's on the other side
You
can
don't just need a theodolite.
Yeah. And so the other side, the theodolite can automatically measure the
believe
angle
that. That's-
without a person looking through it
I
with
took
their
a
eyeball.
measurement. How'd you do that? I eyeballed it.
No eyeball necessary.
Tell
I'm
it-
explaining
tell
how
it, don't,
how you can do
please.
it without
Don't
an
ever
eyeball.
build a building. Don't ever get into
So-
carpentry.
So
Eyeballed it. Oh, I just eyeballed that.
none of this
Don't
is
worry about it.
eyeballing. This is precision
I use
measurement.
my theodolite to measure it. It's
Yes.
good.
Yes, exactly. It's a fantastic tool for measuring angles. So you asked me, how would I determine, how would I measure flatness? Simple. I would establish a straight line from one point. And the basically the only way to do that is optically. Right? But I'll hold this up as an
I would use
instrument.
water.
But the question is water flat? So you can't use water because that's the thing we're asking about. Right? You've just asserted that water is flat. The test to see is whether or not water is flat. So you can't just say use water because water flat to see if water flat. That doesn't work. That's circular. So I would use just this ruler isn't really the ruler, but I would use something optically to determine a straight line from here to some other distance far away.
And eyeball it.
Maybe a mile away. maybe half a mile away, right? Maybe 1,200 yards away or 1,200 feet away, right? And so then I would use that. I would get it 90 degrees from vertical. Okay, vertical is straight up. And that's all we have to as a reference is vertical. Okay. And then 90 degrees. And then I'd send somebody down some far distance there with a an elevation thing, a marker that we could use. And one easy way to do it would be to use it over the surface of water and say, I'm going to put the theodolite 5 feet above the surface of water here. And I'm going to put the target 5 feet above the surface of water half a mile away. Right? And then I'm going to use that straight line there. And what you want to do is you want to control for confounding variables like refraction. So what you'd want to do is do it early in the day, on a day where the water and the air are similar temperature. Do it on an overcast day. These are the kinds of conditions that are ideal. And then you go check to see if at the other side of it, if that thing that is 5 feet above the water here and 5 feet above the water here, if they're in line with each other. And if they are, then you've just measured flatness. Now, does that make sense?
No.
What's wrong with that?
Everything.
Well, what? What's wrong with it? Just start with the first one. Start with the first thing that you think is wrong. What's wrong?
What's wrong is it is either an act or a very severe case of cognitive dissonance.
I'm waiting for you to explain what's wrong. I explained how I would suggest.
What's wrong is you don't understand water, how to handle water, how to do physical experiments with water, so to speak. Like you couldn't.
I'm asking you, what is wrong with the methodology I just described?
Everything.
All right, start with one. All right, what's one thing is wrong?
I told you, I started with the basics. You don't understand. You say water curves, and you say I used my eyeballs to measure it.
I didn't say I used my eyeballs.
What do I say to that?
I did not use.
I've ever heard.
I did not use my eyeballs to measure it. So what's wrong with it?
You used a tape measure to measure 100 miles.
No, we're not measuring distance. What is wrong with this methodology?
Distance is a part of the equation, is it not?
Of course we do. Yeah, we do include the distance, but it doesn't really matter in this particular. It doesn't matter a ton in this particular example. If you just go a significant distance,
it doesn't matter. Now it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, you asked how would you measure?
Amazing.
You asked how would you measure flatness?
Did you leave any science for the rest of the people?
In the base case, the distance doesn't matter, right? You go, like I said, 1,200 feet, half a mile, 10 miles, whatever it is. As long as your instrument is precise enough, then it doesn't matter how far away it is. But let's say you go about half a mile, okay? So now that I've described half a mile, I've chosen about half a mile. What is wrong with the methodology? Anything? You've said there's something wrong with methodology. You've said everything is wrong with it.
Yes, I've clarified exactly what's wrong.
But I'm wondering what's wrong with it. I'm still waiting though. You've asserted falsely that I'm using an eyeball. I'm using a theodolite. So what's wrong with the theodolite measurement?
You don't understand.
Okay, well then explain it.
So
explain it. If you seem to think that you're smarter than me, so you should be able to explain it.
I
What?
never said that.
Well, no, you said that I don't understand.
I actually am, only in the sense that I can think for myself.
You said I
an
don't understand,
imagination.
suggesting that you think you're smarter than me.
I don't
So
just blindly
explain to me.
believe what I was
So
taught
far,
in high school.
all you have explained
All my
is
little
blind
hall.
belief. All you've shared is blind belief. You have blind belief that the surface of water is flat, but you don't have measurements. That's blind belief.
No, I don't.
I can
Every
point
observation I've ever made, perfectly still lakes that
What-
mirror perfectly
what-
everything that
what
surrounds
measure-
it.
what
Everything
observation?
higher than the lake around it, within a certain distance, is perfectly mirrored.
How did you measure that perfect mirroring?
Because it was an exact copy.
But
of,
how did you
I
measure the
look at the
perfectness?
mountain in the lake, and it looks exactly just as clear and exactly perfect as the mountain. And when I tilt my head up a couple degrees,
So you eyeballed it.
yes,
You eyeballed it. You see, there's the difference between you and me. I use a precise
There's a difference
measurement,
between-
a precise measuring instrument. You just eyeball it.
This is why I call water
Yeah.
perfectly still at rest
Uh huh.
from a liter to a million liters,
Yeah. And
as
how?
close to perfectly a level as anything can get.
But how did you measure that?
That is the tool that is measuring it.
You
It's what
eyeballed
you
it.
don't get.
You eyeballed it. All you have is eyeballing it. That's your best.
You're asking me
your
what-
best thing.
You're asking me what tool measured the tool.
No, you're asserting that the surface. You're making an assertion.
The tool to determine what is perfectly level or as close as anyone can ever hope to achieve is water.
No, that's
How
no.
do you not
No,
understand
not for long distance. It's terrible for long
Because it
distances.
doesn't. Because it has very specific natural behaviors.
Yeah, it forms into a sphere.
Things that you have to do
Yeah,
when
it forms into a
you
sphere.
have to keep it contained. Yeah, it forms into a sphere.
Yep.
Where in nature can I see water forming into a sphere?
On the surface of the globe.
On the surface, so you're
Yeah.
using the earth to prove.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you not just give me shit for that?
Yeah, but we can measure it though. You asked where. You asked where. I said where, and we can measure it. I have measurements of it.
So you can't. Again, it's like gas. You think balls of gas, giant balls of gas, are flying around
Yes. Yep.
in a fucking empty space?
No, it's not totally empty.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not totally empty. No,
there's,
no, of
there's
course
stuff
not.
around. Okay, so here I'll
Right?
show you.
Yeah, there's stuff there.
I'll
Can
show you
define
how.
space for me, MCToon? I bet you can't even do that.
Yeah, space is everything above 100 kilometers above the surface of the Earth.
What the fuck is that?
That's the definition of space.
Is it a physical place you can go?
Yes. Yep.
Space is a physical place you can go. So what is
Yeah.
it?
Hundreds of people have been there.
What is it?
It's 100 kilometers up. That's where it is.
Space is 100 kilometers up.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
That's your definition of space.
That is the legal definition of space in many countries.
That is the legal definition of space.
It is. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, legalities are fucking bullshit. I'm interested in laws. But anyway,
You're interested in laws?
yeah, natural laws to be
Oh,
specific.
natural laws like gravity.
No.
Well, gravity is a law. The law of gravitational attraction
No, it
is a
isn't.
law. Yeah, it is.
Well, according to you people, no, it's a legality according to me.
No, it's not a legality. No,
It's
it doesn't
bullshit
actually.
you have to
there's-
believe.
There's no
because,
no
you're
government that
smart if
actually
you
has
do.
taken the law of using
Gravity. What's the mechanism for gravity since you brought it up?
mass attracting mass.
What's the mechanism for gravity? How does mass attract mass?
How does mass attract mass? Well,
How does it do it, MCToon?
Yeah, it warps four-dimensional space.
It warps four-dimensional space.
It does. It's quite a thing.
Seriously?
Yeah. As
So
confirmed.
I am warping four-dimensional space around me right now, and
Yeah, yeah.
lighter and smaller objects are attracted to me?
Yeah. Amazing,
Okay.
amazing that
Sounds
anything might be
awesome.
attracted to you, but does seem to be the case.
I don't care.
Unfortunately.
There's only one thing I want attracted to me, my wife, and that's just fine by me.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so the warping of space was confirmed.
What's
first,
the mechanism for gravity?
I went over this already. So it was first.
So we're in space. So now it's four-dimensional space. Space and time are physical.
No. So
oh, not physical.
So what we have is
space was a physical place. Go.
We have an overloaded word that you seem to be a little confused about, so I'll clear it up a little bit. When you asked me where is space, I said it's 100 kilometers up. But now when you're talking about warping space, that's a different word for space, a different definition. Like I said, it's overloaded word.
Sorry, I asked for your definition of space, and you couldn't even do that right.
Oh no, there are multiple definitions for space.
It's got to change depending on the situation.
Of course, yeah. This is normal.
That's why I can't define something.
This is normal language that adults use all the time. Yeah, adults use different. Understand by context that different words have different meanings.
Yeah. We use different definitions. Definitions, whatever I want it to be.
So when I'm talking about
definition.
Gravity and the warping of space-time, that's a different definition of space than 100 kilometers up. That is the four-dimensional coordinate system, you could think of it. That is the fabric of reality, if you want to think of it like that. So that's it's being referred to when I use space in that context.
We'll get out there and call you stupid.
It was first confirmed in 1919 by Eddington, and has been confirmed multiple times using similar methods since then. Because as I said earlier,
we eyeballed that.
No, that wasn't. That was a photograph on a large
four-dimensional space. We saw it bend and warp. And
yes, it was measured.
Yes.
It was measured to do that.
It was measured to do that. Yeah, we seen it.
No, we measured it.
Trust us.
We measured it.
Yeah, we seen it. And we measured it.
Yep, that's what you do in science. You measure things often, and so they measured it
with your eyeballs all the time.
They didn't use eyeballs. They used precise measuring instruments.
Precise measuring instruments.
You should look up. You should actually
precise measuring instruments.
What's
they eyeballed it?
No, not eyeballing. I got the book here. Hold on.
I got the book.
This is a great book.
Yeah, it can be great.
No Shadow of a Doubt by Daniel Kinefek.
I can get a huge laugh out of this.
Absolutely fantastic book. I actually listened to the audiobook twice. It was so good. So anyway, this goes over how they measured, not using their eyeballs, using precise measuring instruments, the deflection of the stars. The deflection of the stars in near the limb of the sun. So that's how
measuring instruments.
That's how the bending and warping of space-time was empirically confirmed.
Yeah, empirically. Yeah. It sure was.
It was.
Yeah, I bet.
So and so here's the difference.
You can believe whatever religion
we
you want.
have evidence.
I'm not buying it.
You don't. You don't. You don't have any evidence for your belief system at all. You just blindly
claim.
What
the natural sciences are?
The natural sciences? Well, gravity is one of them. One of the laws.
Gravity is not a natural science.
That's part of natural science. Yes, it is. The law of gravitational attraction is part of natural science.
Gravity is a natural science.
It's part of it, yes.
So the natural sciences are physics, chemistry, biology, and gravity.
No, physics. Gravity is explored in those things, of course.
Yeah. Gravity's explored in those.
It's under the umbrella.
You just literally said the natural sciences are physics, chemistry, biology, and gravity.
No, that's not what I literally said.
Yeah, you did. You said gravity's a natural science.
Oh dear. Digging deep. Anyway, so gravity is part
you can dig yourself out of a hole
of natural sciences.
The difference between you and me.
So now I have a $10,000 challenge.
I know you got all kinds of challenges
to flat earthers to
Why don't you donate that to human trafficking? Do you not care about human trafficking?
Oh yeah, I do care about it. So what I have, what it is I have the challenge is about gravity. You're gonna love this, Dick. So
no, I don't care. I know all about your stupid challenges, MCToon.
So, what is
the fake challenge?
What is the gravity challenge?
You're never going to concede. You can't even concede water, for Christ's sake.
Of course not.
So you're never going to concede anything.
Water is curved,
so
empirically
don't
measured.
Like your $10,000 challenge means anything. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything because nobody cares about it.
Oh, certainly, I think a lot of people would love to get that $10,000. All you need to do is predict the downward acceleration for different places on the surface of the Earth better than gravity does. Isn't that cool?
Better than gravity does.
Yeah. So
define gravity, MCToon.
We already went through this.
No, we didn't. Define it.
Mass attracting mass.
You're not telling me a mechanism here.
Mass attracting
mass.
Yes.
That's your definition of gravity.
Yeah, you asked for a definition.
Where can I see this in nature?
Oh, I'll show it right here.
Tell me an observation. I can just go outside.
Right here.
Wait for
drop
however
something.
long. 3 days.
Drop
I stare at a rock for 3 days. When am I going to see something smaller or attractive?
When that rock doesn't fly up, you are watching gravity.
No, I'm not. But okay. That's
okay. So here and so
insane.
you could really cool. This is really cool. You could beat gravity. If you think gravity doesn't exist, you could beat gravity at its own game and get that $10,000. Now, if you don't want that $10,000, you could just do it to humiliate me and then not take the $10,000. I'm fine with that too. Or you could take that and you could donate it to your favorite charity if you don't need $10,000. In the process of humiliating me, simple. What you do is you just go and provide the mechanism, the way to predict using flat Earth,
you don't need my
using whatever you think causes things to fall, whatever you think causes that, you use that to determine the downward acceleration.
Things to fall.
Yeah. So the downward acceleration is approximately. You don't
something to you like you're just blown away that oh my god I dropped something and it fell.
Yeah, but it falls at a very particular rate. It's really cool. I
bet it does.
I do this with my kids. I did this with my kid.
Very particular, but we average it.
Yeah, so
because it is actually
we dropped
different depending on where you are above the potato fucking pear-shaped rock.
Well, it's not potatoey, but yeah. So I put my phone on 120 frames per second, and then dropped I think it was a brick, and my kid dropped it, and then we counted the frames from when the brick was let go to the brick hit the ground, and then I had a tape measure so we knew how high it was. And we used the kinematic equations to determine the acceleration due to gravity. 9.8 meters per second squared. Really cool. Is what we got. Yep.
Due to gravity.
And we know it's due to gravity because I can use the radius of the Earth, the mass of the Earth, the elevation and the latitude to determine the very precise downward acceleration variations all over the surface of the Earth. But no flat earther can. Isn't that great?
Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah.
It's great, isn't it? It's so cool. I can predict
the mind of a
using
guy who peaked in high school. Yeah,
using gravity.
I'm sure it is.
Well, yeah, this is just high school physics. Yes. So using gravity,
I know,
and
you
centrifugal force,
high school physics.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Those space balls.
That's all you need is just high school physics. So I can determine that, but no flat earther can. Ever. Never, not for any amount of money can a flat earther determine the downward acceleration, except to use gravity.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? That's very cool. That is admission by every flat earther ever that gravity exists. You know that?
Yes, I'm aware that most things, they fall down when you drop them.
At a very specific amount.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. Very specific rate.
Yeah, I guess that's proof of fucking 4-dimensional space-time.
That would be more Newtonian, right? Which is a subset of Einsteinian. But I would say that if you're wanting to look for the evidence for the Einsteinian, the four-dimensional stuff, then you'd want to look more like at Eddington.
What Einsteinian? It's you that mentioned it. It's your brainchild, isn't it?
No, it's Einstein's. He's the one that.
It's Einstein's.
He's the one that gets. I mean, he gets credit for it, of course.
Who married his cousin?
Yes, he did. In fact.
Yeah, he was a patent clerk too. He was famous for stealing everyone's ideas.
Well, I don't know if he stole any ideas. Patents and leading edge science are not quite the same thing. Maybe if you knew a little bit about patents, you'd know that.
Oh yeah, patents are just nothing, right? No big deal.
Okay, so here we go. Here's a couple things on Einstein. But this is really cool. This top section here, Einstein's field equations reduced to Newtonian gravity, and here's 4 different treatments of that.
Newtonian gravity.
Yeah, so Newtonian gravity and Einsteinian gravity are completely compatible.
Natural force that just attracts everything to everything else.
Yep, it's really cool.
Even holds gas into balls.
That's right.
Slowly rotates them.
No, the rotation isn't caused by
thousands of miles an hour, but yeah, they're slowly rotating. Don't worry about it.
The rotation isn't caused by gravity. That's just a centrifuge.
Oh, no?
That's
what causes the rotation then?
That would be a application of the conservation of momentum.
Oh yeah, it just was born. The gas was just born spinning.
Yeah. So no, it was out in dispersed.
Where in nature can I see a ball of gas?
In the sky. There's nebula. You can look through a telescope.
That's not.
Yeah.
No.
I have
Where in nature, MCToon?
Right there. It's hot. You can't see. It's too bright.
What happened to the mustard gas used in World War One? Did it form into giant balls and just float around?
No, it wasn't in space. It was on the surface of the Earth, so it got pulled down into the.
Yeah, nature. Exactly.
Yeah, it got pulled down,
got absorbed, and that's what gas does
by gravity.
By
pulled it down into the ditches.
Nature.
Did you not know this?
Oh, gravity pulled it down into the
pulled
ditches.
The mustard gas down into the trenches.
So where was the center of mass of that mustard gas?
Each individual molecule of mustard gas would have its center in the middle of the molecule.
Yeah.
Yeah, since it's a fluid.
So it doesn't form into a ball, doesn't attract to each other.
Well, if you had a large amount of mustard gas in space, it would be a funny nebula, of course. But anyway, like I said, right here, this is an actual
funny nebula
photograph. Photograph right
there. What about in nature? I don't care about space. What about in nature?
That's nature right there. That's nature. You can point a telescope. You can point a telescope. At this nebula, and you can see it with your own eyeballs through that telescope.
Yeah, and that tells you exactly what it is, right?
No, there's more to it than figuring out what it is. But yeah, people figured out what it is.
Yeah, I know. They captured light from it.
Yep. And then what?
Studied it.
Yep.
And then they studied it.
How did they study it? How did they determine what gases were in it?
Made out of and stuff.
How did they?
I don't know. You tell me. They're the ones who captured light in a bottle or something and
spectroscopy.
Studied it.
Spectroscopy.
Oh, spectroscopy. Yeah, they made up a fucking name for it too.
Yeah, it's pretty common
out there with their jars and fucking. Oh, get the lid on that light quick! Get the lid on that light.
That's not how it works, but.
I know that's not how it works.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so
what, gas from it travels of fucking trillions of miles.
No, the photons do.
Oh, the photons. You're capturing photons in a jar, are you?
No, we're not capturing the photons in a jar. The photons are interacting with instruments here. And
yeah, from trillions and trillions of miles away.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, we're just just set up shop right here in this field, and I'm here to collect photons from trillions of miles away.
That's right.
I'm gonna study them. That's science.
That it is, yes.
Yeah,
got it.
I know, according to you.
It's
science.
It's really cool how we're able to determine what elements are in distant objects like the sun or nebula or stars based on the spectroscopy. Really cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I bet you're an expert in that. You read a book or two,
right? Yeah, did.
Yeah,
awesome.
Cool.
Let's see. Wrote it, no last name, says YouTube won't let me make dick jokes. I already read that. Jay Donashi says, got you the Jesus one because a man of science, dragon, and still religious, and the gun one so you can pretend to kill yourself if flirts make you suffer too much, and the skull one because you're badass debunker the dragon just cool. There you go. I won't be, don't worry. I can handle the flirfs. Did you see the part where I got the mugs from Jay Donashi? Were you watching during that part?
No.
I don't know. Okay. Kango44 says Peter Markley's sunset stuff is great. He shows that it does not shrink as it sets. Could he come on and
I did see
show
part of
dick?
it. You had bad trigger discipline with the gun one.
Bad trigger discipline. It's not a real gun. And it doesn't
matter.
actually have a trigger.
Doesn't matter.
It's just,
you always keep your finger out of the trigger guard.
Yeah.
It's good trigger discipline.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm good. I'm good. It's not a real gun. Yes. Could
Treat
Peter
every firearm as if it's loaded.
It's not a firearm. It's a mug. Dick. It's a mug.
All good. Just
that
pointing
one.
That out to you.
That
Gun
one
safety
there.
and all.
That one there. That's not on screen. But I won't say. Peter Markley, or Peter, are you still kicking around here? Are you? Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
it is. I mean, people. So here's the question to everybody. Oh yeah,
well,
make
Peter
sure
Markley, your little puppet, he's a gem.
Peter, whoever, make sure we get Dick's page
MCToon's never been mean to me
on the Flurf Wiki.
So unless you can prove that, then keep your slander to yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about. But all right. There he is.
Puppet Peter Markley's new video.
Peter Markley. Peter can here. All right. Here comes Peter Markley. If you want, you can pop in. Bob says, if our eyes cause objects to curve down in a way, wouldn't standing on our heads immediately cause the sunset to come back up? It would. Or you could turn a camera upside down.
MCToon, how about this? You stand at the very top of the ball.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Dig a hole straight through.
Yes.
Straight. No curve. No level is curved shit. Straight.
Okay.
Okay. Jump in feet first.
Yes.
What comes out first on the other end?
Feet.
Feet?
Yes. Unless you
you'd
rotate.
You'd be upside down to all the penguins. Right?
Yes. Well, it'd probably be shrimps on Barbie from here, from Minnesota here, or near
at the very top of the ball.
Oh, I am at the very top here in Minnesota.
You and the polar bears get together and dig and.
No.
You know, you work as a team.
Wherever you are,
you go and ambush the penguins.
You can consider yourself to be
straight through
on the top, and so I figure that I'm on the top here in Minnesota.
I know.
And if I dug straight down from Minnesota, I'd be somewhere near Australia, and then I'd enjoy a shrimp on the Barbie and some Fosters.
But you'd be upside down.
Yes, I would.
Yes, awesome.
Absolutely. Any problem with that?
So you were literally upside down when you were on the island known as Antarctica?
Nope. We were right side up because down is toward the center of the globe.
Down is towards the center of the globe.
That's right.
You think I didn't know that? Yeah. I know you're talking.
All right.
So unfortunately, geometry doesn't work that way.
It totally works that way. It totally does.
Reality, I should say, actually. Reality doesn't work.
Jay Donashi says, omit the first dragon in the prior super chat.
Globe and put polar bears and penguins on. They're literally
polar bears and penguins are not generally in the same area, though the Minnesota Zoo has both.
One lives at the top, one rules the top of the ball, the others rule the bottom of the ball.
Well, I wouldn't say they rule it. right?
Yeah, they rule it.
Like,
Polar bear doesn't have any enemies out there. Only
yeah,
people.
yeah. All right. Bob says, "Where do most of the Earth live?" That was a good one, Dick. I know you were spoke, but
I know, and you guys love to just pick every little thing you can, right? Oh, he made a spelling mistake. He's stupid.
no, I didn't go after you on that. I was just Bob was just pointing that out. It was funny. Clems,
you guys.
says, somehow I thought Dick would be different with his confidence, but he ended up sounding like the rest. Of course.
No, I don't sound like anyone.
You sound
but myself.
Just like, Chris Croft. We don't drink Foster in Australia. I love playing the Americans stereotypes for Australians just to get some of Australians in the chat. Go all worked up. I know, I've heard you don't drink Fosters. I have no idea what you do drink. All I know is what Americans think. So, Sea Lion Prime says, do Kardashians prove flat Earth? To you, Dick.
That's your kind of science, so I'm sure.
That's not science.
Not science in this case, but
Do Kardashians prove flat Earth? I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question, but Dick does not have an answer for it. Algorithm says MCToon lacks imagination. Imagination is the only thing Dick Wayne has. Go figure.
having an imagination is funny to you guys, exactly.
Clems,
you guys
says
don't know what to do with it.
Usually when people don't spend...
beaten out of you when you peak in high school.
Why do you think I peaked in high school?
Because of the way you act. You kidding me?
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, and you always bring up, this is high school stuff. This is elementary school stuff.
Oh yeah. Because
I know you love that elementary school science.
You generally don't need any more than middle
Kid
school.
Walks into the classroom 5 years old. Oh yeah, there's a globe there. That's where you live. Well, how does water? Oh, gravity.
Yep. I covered that already.
Yeah.
And the empirical evidence supporting gravity. So
empirical evidence, yeah. You can't even define the word. You have no mechanism for it.
Bending and warping of space-time.
There's
I already covered that.
Space-time.
I already covered that. And
so
it's
bends and a gas particle bends and warps space-time.
Yeah.
Attracting other gas particles to it.
Got it.
It forms a giant ball of gas.
Yep.
Like, are you kidding me?
Then
where's the physics?
That's physics. So
you
then
don't have it.
Then
no, that's theoretical physics.
Here's the really cool thing.
Again, in nature, where can I see this? Oh, look at the sky.
Yeah. So
look at the sky.
So
look
then
at the sky.
This is what's really cool.
Make an observation
when these gases coalesce, enough of them.
A ball of gas.
Just hold on. When enough of these gases coalesce, this is what's really cool. They start to press each other so strongly against each other that the hydrogen atom and the hydrogen atom actually get close enough to each other to fuse and form new elements. It's really cool. And of course there's a bunch of things that happen in that interchange.
Does that naturally?
Yes, it does.
Happens naturally.
Dick, have you ever pumped a bicycle tire?
Peter Markley, everybody.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, if you've used like one of those hand pumps or even an electric pump, you know
just for the sake of it, assume no.
Okay, but if you've ever used an air compressor of any kind, then you know the air compressor heats up the air. The higher the pressure, if you've got a given mass of air, the higher the temperature. So if you extrapolate that outward deductively, you can imagine that if there's a giant ball of gas in space and it starts to collect and collapse under gravity, it will get a lot hotter than your air compressor, eventually hot enough to ignite or start nuclear fusion.
Excellent explanation,
How
Peter.
do I get the ball of gas in the first place?
Well, nobody said you can build your own star. That's not really a thing that
Yeah,
that we're able to do.
It's beyond the capabilities of a person to physically do.
Right. That's
Yeah.
because the heavens are the realm of God.
Yes, supernatural, beyond the physical realm.
No, it's totally natural. Just the sun, it's natural, part of nature. Nebula, part of nature. The planets, part of nature. I mean, we've got a rover on Mars right now.
Did Dick leave?
He did.
Aw.
We're dickless.
Did he feel double teamed or something?
Probably. He sorry, Dick. It felt double teamed. But that's all right. He was in a spiral.
Yeah.
He man, like in more than 10 years. I don't believe that it was 2013, but whatever. Let's say 10 years about. All that he has is the blind faith religion that water's flat. That's it.
Katie was actually saying, I kind of like this guy, Dick Wayne, but I think she was more like judging by how he was on the phone call and not how he is in the live chat.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's that backdrop of the other like flat earthers that you often have on and stuff.
Yeah. Amazing. I didn't think he was going to show. So thank you, Dick Wayne, for showing. Appreciate it.
Wonder if that's the first time he's made his voice heard online.
Yeah, it might be. Anyway, Peter, I mean, there's a few things that we can glean from that. Maybe we could drop it on the Flurf Wiki.
I was only paying half attention because I was working on my next video, so you might have to help me out.
All right. Well, maybe people. How about this? Everybody send Peter a bunch of messages with all sorts of information on Dick Wayne to add to the Flurf Wiki. All right.
You always use the Flurf Wiki channel in Toon's Discord. I'll check that. I don't always check it, but I'll just make sure to check it. Yeah.
Now, and actually, everybody, you all can edit the Flurf Wiki yourself too. Just go create an account, and you cannot do it without an account because we had some vandalism and some spamming on there actually. So in order to
Flatsoid.
Yeah, Flatsoid did the vandalism, but we also had just some regular spammers on there. But now that you have to answer questions, did you put those in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And they're
Flatsoid failed the captcha.
I know.
That will never get old to me.
It's so funny. Oh. All right. Let's see. So I mean, what's kind of funny here, just to be clear, we had both, for a time, we had both Dick and Peter, both euphemisms for the same thing.
Oh gosh.
All right. Have you read this book right here?
No shadow of a doubt. I don't think I have.
I read it. Well, I read it by listening to it on Audible. Good book.
Oh, was that about like the Eddington experiment?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, it goes into a lot of depth because like all of the different people involved and a lot of the different history of it. Because the 1919 wasn't the first time they tried to go. They tried to go just as World War I was breaking out, and a bunch of the American equipment got confiscated by the Germans because they were in Germany. Was it no Russia? They were in Russia, and it got confiscated by the Russian, like whatever. And they're like, "We're gonna take this. You get out of here. War's starting." And they didn't have it for years. They held it for years, like the telescopes.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, pretty cool stories about it. So anyway, so I did as requested, I modded one Dick Wayne account here, one of the 5 that I found. So there we go. All right. Well, I'm going to finish up these super chats and I'm going to head out. So Peter, thank you so much for stopping by and chasing off the dick.
Always glad to provide service. I messaged you a picture of the thing I was working on when I heard my name being called. So I don't know if you want to show that on screen. It's in progress. It'll be a slight spoiler for my next video. Also off topic, so your judgment call.
Well, I'll give a little tease. Now that you're over 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate that.
No, thank the members of the audience here for that.
Yes, thank you all.
They are the ones that did it. All right, I'll pop this up. So here's a little tease. Luminance versus angular size. Angular
Most
diameter
of the stuff
in
there's
seconds.
unlabeled. I'm still working on it, but
there's the tease, people. If you're not already a subscriber to Peter Markley's channel, you're going to need to be in order to see this when it comes out. So there it is.
The reason I was getting into that topic was because of Dearth arguing with ChatGPT about the International Space Station. So it's a few months old now, but I'm just getting around to covering it.
Nice. All right. Well, there it is, people. Make sure you subscribe. I just pinned his channel once more. All right, Peter. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you.
Bye.
All right. No call back from Mikey Smith, though. Clem says usually when people don't care about something, they don't spend so much time on it. They leave it alone, at least for me. That's right. That's right. For a guy that, if you think the earth is flat, then you should be curious enough to go and, wonder about how things work. Instead of just being uncurious and happy in ignorance. I don't understand happiness in ignorance. It makes no sense to me. The sun gets too far away. Well, how far is too far away? Don't know. Why don't you know? Because I don't care. The problem is you looked into it and you found out it doesn't match reality. Clem says, I'm not getting on a plane that was built on somebody's vibe or personal senses. Oh yeah. Yeah. How did you measure how long that strut was that you're going to install in the plane? Oh, well, what I did is I used this laser that measured the length of it, and then I read out on the display how long the laser said it was. Oh, so you just eyeballed it. No, that's not eyeballing. It's probing time 666 says dicking around and we find Dick is just as stupid as we all expected. What a joke. Oh yeah. No surprises. Flurfs never surprise us with smartness. That hasn't happened every single time. They're dumb. They're dumb. In the life says live ready to Dearth's boo interview. In the life. Live ready to Dearth's boo interview. I don't know what that is. BEW interview? I don't. What in the life? What is that? What? Eclipse Chris says hi from UK service station toilet. Nice. Mr. E-Man says Dick is like a turtle on a fence post. There must be more to that joke. Like they can't move. Like their legs and Lissum says just joined and Flurfs are already demonstrating that their entire cult shares a singular brain cell and whoever currently has it is asleep. Yeah. Wild Lee Coyote says, if the sun setting is an optical illusion, then how can we trust our eyes that the water is flat? Which is it, Dick Wayne? Which is it? Is it trust your senses or it's an optical illusion? Which is it? You don't know. Whatever you need it to be to get out of your current conundrum, right? The Sun Express for $10 says Valdivia, Chile to Viedma, Argentina, 545 miles. Boston, Massachusetts to Cleveland, Ohio, 545 miles. Winnipeg, Manitoba to Maple Creek, Saskatchewan, 545 miles. The measurements are incongruous on the Flurf map, but they don't care. All they need to satisfy their tiny, tiny little brain is everything's just a straight line. That's the fastest between 2 points. What's the actual distance? A straight line. No, what's the distance? Straight line. How do you know how much fuel to put in the plane? Straight line. Alyssum says, weird how we can use our understanding of the globe to apply it in reality. Navigation being a great example. Flat Earthers, you don't get to say navigation. You never get to say navigation. There is no navigation that happens using Flat Earth. What's the difference? What's the distance using Flat Earth between Sydney and Perth? Let's do that navigation. What is that distance? What's the distance between Sydney and Santiago, Chile? This distance is something that is flown multiple times a week. That navigation, no worky, Flat Earth. Rick says, claims Toon peaked in high school. Meanwhile, he saw how far away the peak was and said, nope. When did I peak? He was interrupting me, but I was trying to say middle school, of course. Right? Like Wham, Duran Duran. I mean, that's peak right there. Dan Demand says, Dick, you are insufferable. A complete tool. Sad. Oh, yeah. Jerry Graybosh says, it's just like the guy has no memory, just buffer. He kept asking for it to define gravity, and I did, and then he wanted me to define it again. What's the mechanism? Like I explained that before, and gave you one of the multiple empirical confirmations of it. All right, you believe that? Yeah, people did it. Derek the Dullard says, morning, Mike. Morning. Isn't it just so utterly predictable that so many flurfs aren't going to turn up to the final debate? It really is just so embarrassing. What sad, pathetic cowards. I pity them. Yep. Oh, I jumped a few. Yeah, I mean, their actions speak louder than anything else. We shall see. This hasn't happened yet. Maybe their actions will speak loudly. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. And of course, it's the actions of the Flurf leaders, right? Will identified 24 of the most prominent flat earthers. They should be the ones clamoring to throw down the evidence. They should be lining up to brag about how Flat Earth explains all of those 12 experiments that Will highlighted. Should be easy. Just show how it worked. How does Flat Earth explain the distance between lines of longitude that we measured? Can't explain it? I know, because Flat Earth is a lie. Jiffy Cones says, genuinely, will Dick be joining the final debate? Ooh, that's a good question, Dick Wayne. Will you be joining the final debate on Saturday? Now that maybe I've popped your cherry here of being in a sort of debate here. So we're all Golgafrinchians. for £10 says, nice tea. I sell one with a Star Trek ship through a banned site saying, make love, not warp. I think Dick would prefer that, but maybe not, as he doesn't believe in love, as he doesn't see it in nature. Oh, yeah. It's interesting how he rejects the sun or nebula as being part of nature. What a cope. What a sad, sad cope. Oh. And the George says, I got threatened by a skeleton. Dude acted like he wanted to fight, but turns out he didn't have the guts. Hey-o. Thank you, Jord. Thank you, Jord. Paul Curtis. £2 super chat, but no message. Right there it is. Don't know what that was about, but thank you very much, Paul Curtis. If you tag me, I'll read it if you missed something, saying something. Maybe they will bring evidence for the first time ever. Maybe. Anyway, remember, tomorrow, if you are around, you are invited to join me for a meetup in Bloomington, Minnesota, 6:30 p.m., Full Tilt Tavern. Shoot me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net, if you're interested, or if you need more details, I'll send them to you. Everybody's invited, even Flatties. I specifically invited one. Well, the one that hosts the Flat Earth meetups, the organizer, she's very kind. When my wife and I went to their meetup, they invite everybody, so we went and accepted that invite and showed up, and we had a nice time. They were very gracious hosts, at least. So Dave McKeegan for £2 says, funny, pilots learn IFR, not trust senses. That's right. And Dick Wayne worked at an airport with pilots who don't trust their senses. So, okay. There it is. So since I'll be there tomorrow, I will not be live with Craig on Wednesday. So people, thank you so much for coming along. I'm going to see. I just can't get enough of this song. But yeah, you know what? It's gonna be that. It's gonna be this one here. Because I brought up Duran Duran and Wham, this is what it's gonna be. Astro Kate, thank you for making this song and video. Everybody, thank you for coming along, and we'll see you next time.
I just asked you to unmute.
Yeah, I'll respond to that. Yeah, that's a common misunderstanding of the situation. Officially, the sun doesn't rise or set. It's what's known as the sunrise.
Brian says the earth is flat, no up or down, just this or that. He stays up late to watch the sky, says the sun's a trick, no need to lie. He points his finger across the land, no rising orb, no fiery band. He tells the folks it's all a show, optical illusion, man's old foe. Sun mirage in Brian's mind, no round world, no time to find. Sun mirage, it's just a game, he's convinced we're all the same. He reads the charts, he takes his notes. Through cosmic waves, his theories float. Brian laughs at solar beams, calls them all his seamless dreams. He stands on rooftop, spreads his tail, challenges the globe, never fails. With each sunrise, shouts his cause. Sun mirage defies our laws.
mirage that we see at the horizon in the morning and evening time. There is no setting sun or rising sun. And the horizon is not the leading geometric edge of the globe. It's an optical phenomenon. It changes with weather, optics, elevation. So it's the meeting of two phenomenons. The horizon, two optical phenomenons, the horizon and what's known as the sun mirage. That's official, that's not me, that's official. Even within the globe paradigm, the horizon is not the leading geometric edge of the globe because there is a constant of always at least 7 over and greater than 7 over 6R present within their paradigm. So the horizon is not geometric within that paradigm.
He reads the charts, he takes his notes. Through cosmic waves, his theories float. Brian laughs at solar beams, calls them all his seamless dreams. He stands on rooftops, spreads his tail, challenges the globe, never fails. With each sunrise shouts his cause, sun mirage defies our laws.
So whatever the sun is seen doing at the horizon has no relevance whatsoever to do with a globe or proof for a globe or anything else.
Sun mirage in Brian's mind, no round world, no time to find. Sun mirage, it's just a game, he's convinced we're all the same.
Or this proof of a flat earth, because as I said, officially it's what's known as the sun mirage. Now most people don't know that, especially on the globe side. But you're attacking the person, not the argument.
Oh, such an idiot! Oh my gosh, he's so dumb.
All personal attacks within the